The Family Meeting is sponsored by Polaris Insurance Agency, and to the extent applicable, their guests. The views and opinions expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Signal, LLC, or its management.
Hey folks, it's Richard Chu, also known as Vad, the Black Asian dude. Yes, we're on The Family Meeting, but right now, you've probably heard about my new show, Choose Views, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on WCPT. Choose Views is about pragmatic, progressive conversation with a bit of smash mouth talk. Tune in 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday on WCPT, Progressive Talk.
Shades of Sisterhood, a coloring book honoring the power of Black women by Candace Robinson, is a creative and inspiring platform that celebrates the strength, resilience, and beauty of Black women. Designed as more than just a coloring book, it serves as a tribute to the diverse experiences and accomplishments of Black women throughout history and in contemporary society. Grab your copy today at Amazon.com. Shades of Sisterhood, a coloring book honoring the power of Black women by Candace Robinson.
Hi, my name is Audra Wilson, and I'm the president and CEO of the Shriver Center on Poverty Law. You can visit us at www.povertylaw.org. Hey, cousins. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
I'm Michelle Peltier, and here is what we're following on the Family Meeting. Chicken and ground beef notched record-breaking prices in June. That's why I'm telling the story. Continuing their climb as feed and production costs rise along with demand. But while the cost of chicken has increased more steadily, beef prices have surged rapidly, jumping nearly 14% year over year, according to the latest data from the Consumer Price Index. Those data points are reflected in the fact that inflation is rising across the board. Consumer prices are about 2.7% higher than they were in June last year, an increase economists largely attribute due to sweeping tariffs pushing costs skyward. And with higher import taxes on more than 20% set to take effect next month, it may not be the last time the price of consumer goods and services tip the scale. Nearly 29,000 young people across Chicago were hired this summer through One Summer Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson's flagship youth employment program. Launched this past March, Johnson's 2025 expansion of the program aimed to add 1,000 more youth jobs to the lineup. That target followed last summer's increase of 2,400 positions and 4,000 job expansions during the mayor's first summer in office. Taken together, Johnson's administration has grown the program by 40% since 2023. Yeah. Depending on where you read it, read stories about it. Celebrating its 40th anniversary, the Printers Row Lit Fest recently announced that it's bringing together 6 Pulitzer Prize winners: Maureen Dowd, Kathleen Duvall, Jonathan E., Dr. Ida T. Fields Black, Mary Schmidt, and Bill Healy for engaging conversations and storytelling. The first 2-day Printers Row Lit Fest, presented by the Near South Planning Board, takes place on Saturday, September 6th and Sunday, September 7th and 6th p.m. In addition to the Pulitzer Prize winner, Chandra Cisneros, the world-renowned author of The House on Mango Street, and native Chicagoan, is the Printers Row Lit Fest headliner and will deliver the keynote address to kick off the festival at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Printers Row Lit Fest is the largest literary festival in the Midwest. And and longest running ones in the country. So congratulations to them. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, Spotify, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube channel to view us live and receive reminders when we're on the air. We'll be right back.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
This is Dr. Sharon Bethia. I'm Associate Professor at Northeastern Illinois University and the coordinator of the African American Studies program. I listen to the Family Meeting.
This is Gene Marlowe with PopulusPromobile.com. Populous Car Service, the people's choice. You're listening to Family Meeting. Welcome to the worldwide headquarters of the Family Meeting. It's Family Meeting. I'm your boy E. That voice you heard earlier was our girl Michelle.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Isn't she so good at the news?
She's very good at that.
Yeah, well, that's what you heard there is drunk ass Adrian. You know what's getting ready to happen today, don't you? There will be drunkenness.
Well, look, we were drunk last Sunday and didn't know it.
This week, Chemo Sabi.
Yeah, no. Well, first things first. Grab your phone. Find us on social media, like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube, Facebook, and all the rest of the stuff Michelle listed earlier. And more importantly, be sure to visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. The first thing that pops up for you is an invite to our annual golf outing.
What?
Make sure you sign up for that.
When is it?
It's August the 1st.
Where is it?
It'll be somewhere else.
In Salem.
Near Lake Geneva. Near Lake Geneva.
Okay, about 15 minutes.
Yeah, Lake Geneva. Go up there. You know.
Green Valley.
TFMRadioshow.com. You'll find all kinds of things there. Check that stuff out too. In the space show, controlling everything is either Bobby Longstrode or Curly Top. I'm not sure.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. And listen, while you're on the webpage, tfmradioshow.com, make sure you match the button and become a patron. A little as $5 a month, you can put us on the air. Do that. The number is 773-763-9278. 773-763-9278. Okay, ask Adrian. That's good stuff, man. Mm-hmm. Tell the listeners what you're drinking today. You and Michelle are drinking today.
Yes.
It's a gin fizz that Stella put together for us using a Hendrick's gin. It's their Grand Cabaret.
And Stella actually makes these things for you guys, right?
Yeah.
She is amazing. She is a mixologist. even
Stella,
if she
you're
does it.
contributing to drunkenness.
Thank
There's some
you.
gin, lime juice, simple syrup, cucumber, and an orange zest. What do you call it?
Lemon zest? Orange zest? What?
Yeah. What condiment? Whatever you call it. Garnish. Yeah.
Okay.
And
sounds exciting.
It's really good. And some champagne over the top, which is really not champagne. It's prosecco.
Sounds exciting. Really?
You asked.
Yes.
I'm giving you what you want.
Yeah, I did ask, didn't I?
Yes.
Damn me. I didn't do that. That's the thing, right? Listen, as much as y'all may want to talk about the goings on in the news these days, I don't watch it. I heard in passing that your boy's got a problem, though.
Well, here's the thing. When doesn't he have one, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's a problem. The way I
It's
heard
not
it,
a problem for him.
no, or any of the people who support a vote for him. I don't see it as a problem.
Oh, it is for some of them, or they're pretending it is. Let's say
The
that.
loudest ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But the mass,
Yeah.
I mean, is after all you've seen over 10 years, it's this? This is the difference? This is what makes all the difference?
That's
wait a minute.
rhetorical for us, right? Because you know the answer for us.
Yeah, I mean, all the cruelty, the stupidity, the lying, the stumbling, the boo-boo man, all that stuff.
I will say this, though. I will say this, and we don't need to land here, but I have found it extremely fascinating that this is what MAGA is angry with him about.
But see, I don't think they are though.
No, we talked about this a little last
Let's
week.
just say that their claim to be
beside
angry
themselves.
is valid. Let's just
Okay,
say
but
that.
when you say they, the pronoun reference that you're talking about are the loudest people, the people who tend to have a microphone or a social media following.
No, you can just see people that are just, normal everyday TikTokers or Instagrammers going out and
Right, social media people.
yeah, but they're not the ones that are with the biggest platform. Some with the biggest platform are saying a lot and they're calling him names and whatever, but just everyday people who voted for him.
The ones you've seen, you mean?
3 times.
The ones you've seen. Let me ask it this way. You haven't seen enough of a sample set to assume that a significant number of the 75 million who voted for him are changing their mind.
That's correct.
Statistically.
That's correct.
That's what I'm saying.
But he could do no wrong. Now he's done wrong.
There's always been people who've said that. Maybe a little bit more now.
No.
You don't have any significant data to tell you that.
I
MAGA's
haven't
moved.
taken a poll, but people who have had their heads inserted in his rear end the whole time have now pulled their heads out of his butt.
I feel like it's so significant that we've noticed it because
Yeah.
it's just, it's a lot of his ride or die people.
Right.
I think it's real kind of hopeful though. I don't know.
I'm not hopeful. Well, I'm
No,
just
I don't.
again.
I
I'm
don't.
just stating
I'm not
the fact.
hopeful. I consider myself an observer. I'm
Right.
not hopeful about any of it.
Yeah, but then you don't have credible numbers to think that MAGA is moving.
Didn't say
I
they were
didn't say we
moving.
were-
We
yeah,
just find
yeah.
it interesting now that these people who were ride or dies are now bouncing on.
Are
Okay.
disgusted by
But
him.
but to say that MAGA is moving away from him, we don't know that.
Don't know that.
Right. We know that the loud people, the people that you see have.
Which we've never seen before, which is also significant.
Right. And you don't see the media shoving microphones, I presume, in front of people who say, yeah, I'm still ride or die.
We're not the media is not going to do anything like that anymore.
Right.
I mean,
They're
I'd be
going to talk to
surprised if
people
they
who
did.
turned on him because that's more sensational for
Yeah.
the news.
Well, no,
But they're
it's,
not.
No. It's people who've had a platform, some of the loudest that have had platforms
Right.
that have, had MAGA people believe all of his lies and all and whatever else that are now people that have hundreds of thousands of followers that have podcasts.
Millions.
It is these kinds of people that are turning on him.
Yeah, the Charlie Kirks of the world.
Yeah, Rogan's,
Yeah.
those people, they're
The-
turning on him.
The people who listen to those people, though, when they hear that kind of stuff against him, they
Yep.
just turn those people off.
That's fine, and I don't care.
Yes,
I just
that's
find
not
that-
the point. The point
that's
is that it's interesting that
Yes.
there are these loud voices who are disgusted by him.
Yes.
And I've never seen it happen.
And then we're disgusted by them because he took all the stuff you've seen
I
thus
have
far.
no.
I don't care about
I'm nonplussed about it.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
don't-
wait. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that after all they've seen,
Mhm.
that this is when you change your mind.
That's why it's fascinating.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Well, it's disgusting, but it's fascinating because all of the bad stuff, and none of this is new, right?
Yeah, my
Right.
answer is no.
the-
My short answer is no. It didn't take them to get to this for me to be disgusted with them. I've always been disgusted.
We've always been disgusted with them.
Exactly.
They're now, fighting each other.
Yeah.
Because now DT is saying, "Oh, why are we talking about Epstein? He died a long time ago. Why do we care about it? Who cares? Why do we? I don't want to talk about it anymore. You're disgusting. Why do you keep asking me those questions?"
And that usually happens with groups and ideas and whatever that base their thing in hate.
Yeah.
They can never find an end to what they can hate.
Right.
So even within they can all hate something, and then they can find that, oh well, wait a minute, you're holding out on hating something else. You don't hate hard enough, and then the hate begins to fracture, and the hate hates the hate, and they always end up destroying themselves eventually. Even if they destroy what it is they hated, now what do? You find something else to hate, so they end up devouring themselves every single time.
So when Hunter Biden was under fire, and Bill Clinton when he was under fire, in this instance, this is another one of those instances where you can see the differences in front of you.
Clearly.
Because my position, and as I presume it's your position as well, is if Bill Clinton is on that list,
Mhm.
if Adam Schiff is on that list,
Mhm.
right, then they can go to hell too.
Go
Yeah.
down. They got to go down with
Yeah.
everybody else.
But
Yep.
the other side, will make excuses for the people
Yes.
that they support who are on that
Yes.
list.
Yes.
And that's where we part ways.
Mhm.
I have another example I think you might find interesting. It was because you brought up Bill Clinton, it was the Monica Lewinsky stuff.
Mhm.
Now, as Democrats, we were embarrassed and angry about all of that. I don't remember anybody making excuses for that entire situation, right? In fact, there was a lot of shame,
Mhm.
at least in my circle, about
There,
it.
there were people though, but I agree with you, not many.
Yeah, and you know, we called it the way we saw it. Yes, we did elect him again for a second term because that was grown folks' business, but it was still nasty.
Mhm.
He was still in a position of power, and he
It
took
was
advantage of it.
inappropriate.
It was nasty. Come on now, you know the stories.
It was inappropriate.
It was inappropriate. But what my point
A
is,
little more than that, don't you think?
it was an abuse of power.
Because the dignity, the supposed dignity of the office. It's
Right. And you got the cigars and all that
It
stuff.
was very inappropriate.
Yeah, but I mean, it was grown folk stuff.
My point is, we never denied it. We never said, "Oh, we
It
should."
was a hoax.
Yeah, we never did any of that. We absorbed it, called it like we saw it. But on this other side, they excuse it. They accept all of the lies.
Mhm.
He can do no wrong, no harm, no foul, nothing. And that's another big difference, I think.
Can I give another two that aren't at the presidential level, right? And these are like senators, right? So remember, dude that had the affair and was off in the Appalachian Mountains with his
Yes,
the governor.
yes,
He was
yes,
the
as a
governor.
governor.
right,
Mhm.
right, and
He got elected to Congress after
yes,
that.
After that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they clapped when he entered. And then you take Al Franken, who wasn't even in office, who was on a USO tour as a comedian, took a picture in front of a woman pretending to grope her breast.
Pretending. That's the key
Pretending
word,
in a
yeah.
picture, pretending to grope her breast while she was sleeping, right?
Mhm.
And that dude got run out of office. And Democrats were some of the first ones out there saying
to go.
he got to
Mhm.
go.
I was not one of those people.
Let's be clear now. There's a strong likelihood that there are people that we support who are on this list.
Sure.
And I don't care.
They're foul too.
If you are, you got to go.
Yeah.
Because the whole premise of it is what? Human trafficking.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of little girls. So yeah, they all need
And boys.
and they need to all go to where they're supposed to go.
Jail.
Yes.
Right.
And hell after that.
They can go to hell too.
Because there's nothing good about being on that list.
No, absolutely not. There's a video clip that I saw on social media where your boy was greeting somebody who's really, really tall white guy who's walking into one of their parties.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys, you probably have seen it and didn't recognize a really tall guy that was walking in, white guy.
I haven't seen that video.
He's a professional basketball player. I know. I can't remember his name.
Mm.
So he was clearly at the parties. Now, was he partaking?
Mhm.
He can go to hell too.
Yeah. And you know what? No, now see, there is a difference between client list and just being in the files, right? Because if you are the lawn care person or a housekeeper or something at one of Epstein's properties, you can be in the files just because your name came up as being an employee doing that stuff. And you might have had no knowledge of it, no engagement in it. So, but the client list, that's the thing that's really, really, really important as opposed to the umbrella of the Epstein files.
Well, now they're saying there is no list.
Exactly. But notice they're not saying there's no files.
Right.
They're saying there's no list. And that's why I want to make the distinction. There's a difference between the client list and the Epstein files.
This lady who's in jail, she's got the list in her head. She
Yeah.
can tell you who's there.
She's got it in a.
They're going to kill her.
It's in a safe deposit box
They're
somewhere.
going to kill her.
Somebody
kill
has
her.
instructions
Yeah.
to open it
Yeah.
in case of her death.
You think so?
Sure.
Which might be
Epstein has
which
one
might
too,
be the
we just can't
reason
get to it.
she's still alive. She might
Yeah.
be like, you
Yeah.
can take me out, but this thing got mailed to like 6-7 different places.
Mm-hmm.
And when my heartbeat stops, pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, that could be a thing too.
Yes.
So it is interesting. Like you said, it's interesting how people have begun to turn on him. But I'm actually more concerned because we knew this about him. We expected this of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people who are on the list who we're not talking about now.
Yeah.
The ones who are conspicuously silent, who we expect to advocate for our permanent interests, who may be on that list.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you do when you're faced with a situation like that, where you got somebody that you support who's on the list too? If you're going to be consistent, you lock them up, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the simple and short answer. Yeah. If you're on the list and you would you get locked up.
What about John Edwards? When we come back.
Is he still alive?
Somebody should have told me it would be like this, be like this, be like
Congratulations to him.
this. Somebody should
He's
have
been real
told me
quiet,
it would
ain't
be
he?
like
And
this.
there's a reason why.
Yeah. Life is a balance. You lose your grip, you can slip into an abyss. No doubt,
him
you
like
see
a hot
these
potato.
tripping. Ego in charge of every move, he's a
Got that
star.
woman
And we
pregnant
can't look
and all
away
that
due
stuff.
to the
His wife
days that he
died
caught our
from
hearts.
cancer.
He's falling apart, but we deny it.
773
Justifying a half.
778.
He dropped, we always buy it. When he tell us he a genius, but it's clearer lately. It's been hard for him to look into the mirror lately. There was a time when this was my hero, maybe. That's the reason why his fall from grace is hard to take. Cause I believed him when he said it was pure, ain't he? The type of
This is
where he
Tanisha K.
river all
Brooks,
around
teacher for the
face.
Great
The
Ann Arbor
women
Public
that
Schools,
that
where
show that
Wolverines
men
rule.
like
Keep listening to the family meeting.
So he grows out of control until the person that he
Law
truly
Office of
was
Darnell
all
Lyles is
along
ready to help you, whether in personal injury, CUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability. It doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9-LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck, had a few drinks too many, a cop hits you with a DUI or OWI, arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony, purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm. When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home, that's right, you better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles.
Calling all valued members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, or AVMA. Your future retirement goals can be achieved. Introducing the AVMA Retirement Plan, tailored to meet the distinct needs of veterinarians with streamlined administration and reduced burdens. Vets enjoy unrivaled benefits that include service provider oversight, knowledgeable expert investment guidance, and delegated fiduciary services. Veterinarians who use this plan can say goodbye to annual retirement plan audits and annual retirement plan tax reporting. Veterinarians, you can enjoy retirement your way with customizable plans to suit your practice's unique structure. From eligibility to vesting schedules and more, elevate your retirement journey with AVMA's specialized plan. Learn more by sending an email to polaris@polarisadvice.com. Secure your veterinary legacy starting today. Email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through LineStreet Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and LineStreet are not affiliated.
Do you have a pain that won't cease? A health issue that's not getting better? It may be time you visited Health on Earth Wellness Centers. With over 20 years experience, 4 Chicagoland locations, and patients that range from 2 months old to 93, Health on Earth Wellness Centers are fully prepared to meet all your chiropractic needs. We have state-of-the-art facilities in Crestwood, Tinley Park, the South Loop, in Naperville. Don't let being healthy be your last resort. Make it your first choice. Make an appointment today at healthonearth.org. That's healthonearth.org.
The rhyme it is wicked. Those that don't know how to be pros get evicted. A woman could bear you, break you, take you. Now it's time to rhyme. Can you relate to assistance open up to make you holler and scream?
Hey, yo, let me take it from here, queen. Excuse me, but I think I'm about due to get into precisely what I am about to do. I'm conversating to the folks who have no whatsoever clue. So listen very carefully as I break it down for you. Merrily, 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 hyper, happy, overjoyed. Please, with all the beats around my sisters have employed. Slick as you throwing down the sound totally a yes. Let me state the position. Ladies first, yes? Yes. Believe me when I say being a woman is great to see. I know that all the fellas out there will agree with me. Not for being one, but for being with one. Cause when it's not for loving, it's the woman that gets them strong, stepping, strutting, moving.
Right? So there'll be this list. And then how do we answer the question about the rest of them? I think, Bill Clinton's one good example. He's on that list. I feel confident about that one. But the list is long and it's probably moneyed people, which means it's likely we know them.
Yes.
Well, the list supposedly is compiled of names of dignitaries from all over the world, not just here.
Well, yeah, because we saw the thing with the British dude.
Yeah.
That guy,
Yeah,
Prince,
yeah.
became
Prince
persona
Edward.
non grata over
Prince
there.
Edward, yeah.
So, okay, so let's say the list is 100 people long. And let's say they all engaged in this practice. What then would we expect of the justice system with that list? Keeping in mind that they have this list. They know who's on the list now, and they haven't done anything with these people on the list to this point. What then can we expect from the justice system?
Nothing. Nothing's happening now. It's going to go away. Nothing's going to happen to
Okay,
any
so
of them.
then the rules are that it's okay to molest little children.
Depending on your socioeconomic status.
So if you're rich, it's okay to molest little children.
That's what it seems like.
Right.
That's what it's coming down to.
So that's the conclusion that we can come to when nothing is done about this or with this list.
Yeah, because the Orange Menace was supposed to blow it wide open. He ran on that, right? He ran on that whole left wing of people was this cabal of child
Pizzagate and all that
trafficking,
other stuff,
Pizzagate. They drunk infant blood and ceremonies and whatnot. And he was going to blow it all open and expose all of them. And then he got in office and, nothing ever happened. People kept pushing for it. And now the list doesn't even exist. And you're a weak imbecile falling for the Obama Clinton hoax, Biden hoax. If you still believe there's a list, you're a weak imbecile, according to him.
We forgot to tell you, that he is blaming Obama and Biden.
Yeah,
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, they created the list that doesn't exist. Actually, the list is a hoax, but they created the list.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah.
He probably blamed Clinton too at some point. didn't he?
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Hillary
all three of
They're
them.
all of them.
Yeah.
They're boogeymen, right?
Okay, so then we will, at that point, if that is in fact the case, we'll be forced to live in a society where we've collectively decided, not us individually, but us collectively have decided that it's okay for rich people to molest little children. That's okay.
I mean, we've already said it. We've already said that it's okay to to harm children, and it's okay to treat women in general as crap. So we're already there.
So that becomes an example. It's really kind of the impetus for the questions I've been asking. It is a damaged society, broken, damaged. I mean, those sound like excuses, but I know, like in our hearts, we're outraged about that idea. But as a society, we don't move on things like this.
Yeah.
And so what are you left to conclude about a society, the society, not individuals? Because you have a tendency to people that they'll call and say, well, I'm not like that. But the society is. The society you live in and support is people do. And you don't shun them in a meaningful way. How can we make a contribution to society so that the real sentiment about that occurrence is just generally a problem?
Look, take the we don't care about the weakest among us. When the Sandy Hook children were gunned down, we should have changed all of our gun laws. And if you read any of those articles, I can't even talk about it, about what those guns did to those children's
It
bodies.
tore their bodies apart.
and how their parents had to identify them through their clothes, we don't care because that should have changed everything.
It didn't, because we live in a society, and I can't even think of the adjective to describe that.
We were even told not to politicize it. Even though politics and policy is how you change things, we were told not to politicize. That's the thing that kills me, is the very thing that you're supposed to use to make change, people tell you don't use that to talk about making change.
So that's, I mean, come on. We talk about this every week. You talk about it. From whence we come. We come from violence and brutality and rape and murder.
Not we in this room, but
talking
the
about
nation.
talking about the country.
Yes.
And I mean, and so I have to tell you the honest to goodness truth. I am so mad that I individually have an understanding of it, if that makes sense. Like,
No, it doesn't. What do you mean?
I'm not, the brutality no longer surprises me. It causes me pain, but I live in expectation of it because we never do anything about it.
She's having a snotty Pippin moment.
I am.
Tito, hand me some tissue.
You all right now?
Tito, hand me some tissue.
Oh my God, I hate you both.
Old Snotty's at it again.
Yeah.
Look, I feel judgment. I care.
We know. We love that you wear your heart on your sleeve.
I wish you would so damn
But
much.
sometimes she need to put a jacket over them sleeves.
What are you crying about now? For heaven's sake.
Talking about the kids, the babies.
For heaven's sake.
You know what? Can we go to commercial so I can cuss?
He said he was leaving the mics on over commercial break this week.
I didn't do that, Joe. I will.
No, okay.
Oh my goodness.
So we live in a society where these kinds of things, this is no exception to the things that that this country, this society allows to persist. And so it is, I put the participants in allowing it to exist in two categories. It's the people who have a stake in it, right? I'm in the gun business, so I don't want y'all stopping the gun thing because it affects my money.
Yeah.
And the politicians to whom this gun maker pays,
yeah,
who has money in it too, who doesn't want those laws changed.
Right.
And then in that same group, there are people who somehow or another think that they need to be armed so they can fight the damn U.S. Army.
That's gonna be like, bro, we're past your AR-15. We're just gonna bring a drone over and drop a bomb on your house.
You sitting your dumb ass out in the yard with a musket,
right?
Stuffing balls in the come on, man. So those people, all those people fit in that category.
Yeah.
Then it's the people that you expect to advocate for your permanent interests who listen to those people, right? I'm afraid of what those people are going to say. They're going to say that I don't support the Second Amendment and I'm going to have to defend myself. When you should say screw those people. I heard somebody, let me tell you something. The next election we have in this country is pivotal for me. This last election wasn't. Not as much as the next one. The next one is not because of the orange imbecile. It's because we need people who advocate for our permanent interests, who will go about it the same way they go about their permanent interests.
Sure.
Who don't care about kicking over furniture. I need you to go in there and forgive everybody's school loans. Forget what they say or do, right? I need you to go in there and raise the taxes on the rich. Forget what they say. Don't care what people say, like they don't care.
Yeah. Don't be telling me, well, we don't have the vote, so we don't want to bring it to the floor. No, show America who wouldn't vote for this thing.
Yeah.
Bring it to the floor, whether you got the votes or not, so people can go on record of who voted against what's in the interest of the American people.
I say if you're an elected official now and you plan on running again, or you're a person that wants to run for office, if that's not your position, don't even run.
Yeah.
I don't even want to support people who waffle on simple matters like that.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen in the next election in this country.
Yeah.
If we have one.
Well, even then, the necessity to raise hell, you just don't see it out of the elected official class.
Mhm.
You know, they show outrage, but they ain't raising hell.
It's performative.
It's performative, yes, and that's a real problem for me. I don't have a problem. My dog, Oliver, who's back home with me now, he likes to pee on trees, like a lot of dogs do. And heaven forbid we run across a fire hydrant. Oh, he's gonna pee on that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Just like those people, they do this. You can go back to Reagan when he cut the tax rate from the 90s down to the 30s in the early 80s. They've always been trying to do this. They've always been on the grift for this thing. That's what they do. I expect that of them. What we have to begin to do is expect the people who advocate for our permanent interests to go in and kick over furniture the same way that they do for our permanent interests.
Are they actually advocating for our permanent interest anymore?
That's the question. Drunk ass Adrian had a good question. Are they? Are they advocating for our permanent interest, or are they advocating for their job?
Exactly.
Therein lies the problem, right? It was never supposed to be a job. It's supposed to be a
Right.
vocation. It's supposed to serve.
I hear what's the old boy? I keep forgetting the boy's name. Waves his hands around all the time from New York.
Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem.
So I hear them make mention of Project 2029. Is it? Have you guys seen this?
No. I don't even. Whatever. Go ahead.
The whole thing. And I read about half of it now, and I had to put it down. So if you look at Project 2025, it has a stated goal and then a methodology and tactics to implement that goal. Almost all of this Project 2029, the suggestion to the stated goals is to form a commission.
Look, project as we have said before, I want to be clear about this. Project 2025 is named.
It's 50 years old.
Yes,
I know.
and it's just named that because that's when they decided to let it out. We can't do a Project 2025.
Why?
We
29, you mean?
29.
We can though.
We have, because all we have to do is build on what they're taking away.
It took them 50 years to accomplish it. Yes. But what it says to me more than anything is that while they were working on their plans, what were the plans of the people that we expect to advocate for our permanent interests? Right. And so far, it looks like it's only we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
They had no stated plan in the same sense.
In the same sense, I will agree with you, but the plan is to keep building on the plan that already existed.
There was no plan. There was no
the New
plan.
Deal. That's what
No,
that's what the Republicans are trying to dismantle. All of that. It spawned from that.
There's nothing. I can't point to anything specifically. If I thought about it, maybe I could point to a handful of things that would lead me to believe that they're advocating for an expansion of the New Deal. I haven't seen anything.
I didn't use the terminology expansion. I said build on. I guess that's. I mean,
build on. I haven't
So
seen
what is
anything
it?
that
What's
would lead
your
me to believe that.
So what's your definition of build on?
Well, now we're in the defensive mode, right? We're trying to keep things in place because they're taking them away. So we can't grow anything.
It shouldn't be that way.
We can't grow anything because we're trying to keep what we have in place. We're trying to keep Medicaid and Social Security
that's already
in
gone.
place.
Yeah, but that's a critical error too. If you're going to fight to keep something that
Right.
was already broken,
Yeah.
Medicaid don't work. It's helpful, but it don't work. Yeah. You need a plan to expand Medicaid.
Right.
You need a plan to help people not need Medicaid.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They don't have any such plan. Their plan is just elect us so we won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got nothing.
Yeah. And if Social Security is going to go belly up, you need a plan to make sure that it's solvent.
Yeah.
So then what can we do as the general public? Because how are we communicating with them so that they can do what you say, what you just said?
Listen, communicating with them is not going to work. Getting rid of them is the answer.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all these, this crop of Democrats, not each individual, but this cohort needs to be completely disbanded.
Yeah,
They're perennial losers.
Yeah, and even on the issue of the Second Amendment, which seems to be a right leaning issue, if you don't listen to the people that are considered Second Amendment advocates and responsible gun owners, they don't listen to them about the things that they say are changes that we would be okay. Not taking our guns away, but here's some legislation, and the Republicans they need to
Good guys dressed in black. Remember that. Just in case we ever face to face and make contact. Tight on by me. Let mine be. He's what you think you saw, you did not see. So don't blink, be what was dead is now going black. Like great man's on the wall, shadow. Silence, guard against extraterrestrial violence. But yo, we ain't on no government list. We straight don't exist. No names and no fingerprints.
This is Miss Lady B from Dance Factory Radio. Keep listening to the Family Mini.
Do you own a business in Illinois? Are you aware of the new retirement plan requirement that could impact your business? Listen up, this is crucial information you don't want to miss. If you're a business with at least 5 employees and have been operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Our team of seasoned professionals will guide you through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management, LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
Shades of Sisterhood, a coloring book honoring the power of Black women by Candace Robinson, is a creative and inspiring platform that celebrates the strength, resilience, and beauty of Black women. Designed as more than just a coloring book, it serves as a tribute to the diverse experiences and accomplishments of Black women throughout history and in contemporary society. Grab your copy today at Amazon.com. Shades of Sisterhood, a coloring book honoring the power of Black women by Candace Robinson.
Itsashort.com. The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITFASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
On the street, my whole body gets weak when you stand singing the crowd. Your love talks to me so loud, girl. Do I do what you do? When I do my love.
773-763-9278 is the number. My wife is a big fan of Stevie Wonder.
See, another reason why I love her.
You a Stevie Wonder fan too? Yeah.
How can you not be?
Did you hear there were rumors being passed around about Stevie being able to see? Did you hear about this?
I did.
Did you hear his response to that?
That he.
No. He said that it was not being able to see is a blessing.
Yep.
The blessing because of all the ugliness, and it forces him to judge people based on his interaction with them and not what he sees.
Mm.
How about that for Deep from Stevie?
Wow.
Let me tell you something. Bubble wrap Stevie Wonder, boy. Keep him safe, man. Treasure. 773-763-9278. So we got to get rid of all this whole crew, this whole cohort, right? They're old and they're just holding on to their jobs.
Old and dated.
Yeah. And let me be careful to say, before y'all say, well, you want to just get rid of everybody? What about this person? What about that? I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying the crew that drives the current message and the party that's supposed to advocate for our permanent interests. The crew that shuns AOC and what do they call those?
Crockett.
And Crockett.
The squad.
The squad, right. Who shuns them, who keeps them from having meaningful leadership positions federally. This whole thing in Chicago where, it's your turn next to run for office.
Yeah.
It's always somebody's turn. I hear there's an alderman here recently who is advocating for his child.
Walter Burnett.
To take his position.
Because he wants to be the president or CEO of the Chicago Housing Authority. So he wants his son to take his place.
So, I mean, I have no idea who his child is and how qualified his child is.
Doesn't matter. Shouldn't do it.
Sounds like nepotism to me.
Yeah. I mean.
I was not familiar with this kind of behavior till I moved here.
It's uniquely Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was very what's his name? Lipinski.
Lipinski.
Yeah. He was the first one I remember when I moved here.
Democrats in Chicago can behave like Republicans. Not necessarily by policy, but by the way they conduct their business.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's distasteful.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, that's, so nationally there's the phrase, the Chicago machine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's just a problem. So I think the answer to a lot of what everybody's wringing their hands about now is getting rid of the people that we expect to advocate for us against this. Because I'm not pleased with their response. And I swear, the next time I see your boy Hakeem Jeffries walking around swinging his hands around, half pint, I'm going to knock his ass out. I'm going to knock him out.
Is he little?
You can't say that.
Is he little? Is he short?
His security details probably on their way right here because you issuing threats.
He looked like a little dude.
Is he petite?
He looked like he might be your size.
Yo, stop it.
Yeah. Like a fun size Snickers. Like that size. The time you get it Halloween.
Oh my God.
I don't dislike him. I shouldn't say that. But I mean,
I like Hakeem, but I hear what you're saying. I don't disagree with you.
Come on. And he's from Brooklyn. Come on, man. That's how they do in Brooklyn. That ain't how they do in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know why I'm still mad at him.
What did he do to you?
He didn't do what he did to all of us. He helped Mike Johnson get the gavel. Look, he was instrumental in Mike Johnson getting the gavel.
Who else was going to get it?
That's not
whoever the Republicans were able to vote as the speaker, whoever the Republicans were able to vote, they shouldn't have got no help from the Democrats. Zero. They held the majority.
Should have been all no's.
Should have been all no's. I will never forget that. I will never forgive that.
I can't see a good reason to do that.
He hasn't done a single thing to help them do anything. He stabbed him in the back at every turn once he got the gavel.
See, that's what you do when you are trying to be a leader and you're social climbing. You're climbing. You're trying to climb in leadership.
Right. I want to be seen as someone that was able to get things done, even though the thing that got done trashed everybody.
Yeah, come on, man. He's from Brooklyn too. You know people from Brooklyn? They're like different. They're like from other planets. People from Brooklyn. They're just out on the edge. You're pretty sure they have a knife in their pocket. You know. And listen, and by me saying, they're not even offended by me saying that. Yeah, I got a knife in my pocket. Yeah, I got one in my sock, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And it's a compliment, right?
Yeah,
because they all do it.
Don't you?
It's a badge.
Right,
it's a badge of honor.
Yeah. I just to my way of thinking, and I'm sure somebody's gonna be mad at me for saying it. It's not the Republicans aren't the problem. Democrats are the problem.
Well, the Republicans are the problem, but the Democrats aren't helping.
Yeah, but the Democrats are peeing on trees like they always have. Democrats knew they were going to pee on a tree. An equal and opposite fight against this doesn't appear to exist.
Yeah.
What's your plan? Vote for me and I'll put together a commission? What? I'm going to assemble a commission.
I'm pretty commissioned out.
Yeah. To do what?
Yeah. Bring people forth for testimony, and then we have their testimony. And then what? What do we do then?
Yeah, it's almost as if they're trying to win over people who will never support them under any circumstance.
I think that's what's frustrating for me. I think that
Does it make you get snotty?
If this glass didn't have liquid in it.
She gets emotional about things like this.
It looks like it's got too much in it. You slow.
I know. She be drinking slow the last couple of weeks.
I wait until I finish the news.
And then you got to guzzle.
I'm not
through
driving.
the end of the show, and then you end up 3 sheets to the wind.
Planned drunkenness. Okay.
Now you made me forget what I was going to say.
See there? See how we do?
Because y'all didn't want to know it for real.
Probably not.
For real or for real?
For real.
For real, for real?
Yeah, so I think Democrats are the problem.
I think they're part of the problem because they're a part of the equation. It's not just
that was a weed smoking thing to say. We're really a part of the problem, but they're also, guess what? Watch this. A part of the equation. That was a real weed smoking thing to say. Hey man, you know what? It's up, but it's also down. And sometimes it's sideways. You don't know nothing about that.
See, he getting ready to make me go math on him right now. Now I'm gonna have to go do. Now we got to do math. Now we got to do math, right? So your math teacher puts a problem on the board. You have to solve for something, right? So the way you solve for something is with an equation: A's, B's, division, multiplication, right? And so all these variables in there, some of them are Republicans and some of them are Democrats. But to solve for the problem, you need both. So they're both in the equation to solve the problem. Hello.
Eric is pursing his lips.
That's
for you today.
That's
Not
her
for me.
music.
That's for you today.
That's her music. Especially as we get closer to the golf carts. Especially as we get closer to the golf
That was for you.
fundraiser and you driving golf carts. That's for you.
Okay, so I'm going to say it again, just so everybody can be plenty mad at your boy. This is the problem that's created by the Democrats.
Okay.
You knew the dog was going to pee on the tree. You knew that. You've known it since the early 80s. You've known this, and you don't have a plan except to assemble a commission. Take a look at Project 2029, thing that's hastily put together. To Michelle's point, they haven't been working on it for 50 years, right?
Right.
Hastily put together. It is arguably a Chinese knockoff of a Louis Vuitton bag. It's just, look what they did. We're going to do it too.
Yeah.
They didn't have no ideas, no project, nothing until you saw Project 2025.
Yeah, they're always reacting.
Yeah, they had no plan. They had no plan.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem. Look, so this stuff needs to be combated, and we don't have an army to combat it. All they have is the outrage machine that they're trying to stoke up on the media, and they don't even own much media.
Yeah.
They went out and bought up all the media so that they could spread misinformation to everybody and make them believe all manner of things.
Identify they.
The right wing.
That's right.
Right wing went out and bought up media.
But that's because of the legislation that Bill Clinton signed.
So he made if he did that,
That's
he made a
why
contribution to the
Yeah,
Supreme
no.
Court.
It's not. They didn't go out and do that because left wingers could have gone out and spent money on radio stations too.
No.
They had the same ability to go out and buy radio stations that conservatives did.
No.
Why not?
See, here's the thing. I think that during that whole period of time, I feel like they might be better planners than we are, maybe.
Okay, so again, that points at liberals, right? You said they went out and did that because of Bill Clinton's legislation.
Well, but I think that they were having conversations with Bill about it and what
Who
it
is
would
they?
do. The Republicans, because the issue was at the time, you could only. That's why we had local radio stations, right? Because an entity could only own 1 or 2 radio stations, right? Then Bill deregulated all of it, and then there were 2 companies, Clear Channel at the time, Clear Channel, and I can't remember the other one, that came in and bought up everything.
Okay,
that's why you had Rush Limbaugh on 5 times a day on 5 different networks, because that rule, that standard was broken.
So the challenge of pointing at one person is it allows us to make someone a scapegoat. So
Right.
if Bill Clinton made a contribution, there are a lot of people in addition to Bill Clinton who made a contribution
Yeah.
to that. The problem is the community. The community has not been preparing. They let this place get like the projects.
The problem also is we're breaking things that were fixed.
Well,
that's the plan.
They have no plan.
We have. I'm not saying it again.
The plan is to break things that, I mean, look how many, listen, I just heard, what's his face?
Good old what's his face?
Gavel dude.
No, he's left-handed.
The Gavel dude, the leader of the House, just say the other day, Mike Johnson, say how awful government is at doing everything. Why are you there if not to improve how government does things?
Well, he's not there to do that. He's there
To break things,
to get
which
whatever.
is to break things, which is the point.
You keep pointing at them. They're not the problem.
No,
you don't have people that are advocating for the opposite.
I understand.
But they are the problem because they're seizing.
I don't think they're the problem. They're peeing on trees. We expected them to do this. We knew this.
Yeah.
We didn't make moves to keep them from the tree.
I hear you.
773-763. Y'all go ahead and call now and get mad at your boy. 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
This is Holly Fingerly from Save Our Southland. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Polaris is introducing a way for you to get empowering financial advice, save and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA. SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
This is Miss Lady B, La Boricua. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
Welcome back. This is Michelle Peltier, and here's more of what we are following on the Family Meeting. The NASCAR Chicago Street Race will not be held next year after race organizers were unable to come to an agreement with city officials in time. The racing company aims to bring the street race back to Chicago in 2027, according to Geis. The announcement comes as NASCAR recently wrapped up its third year of hosting the street racing event in Chicago earlier this month. Why are you talking? The Chicago Street Race, held in downtown, originally agreed with the city to a 3-year contract with the option of an extension. However, the future of the event remains murky. The 2024 race was estimated to have a $128.1 million economic impact on the city, according to a report from Choose Chicago. Totals for this year have not been presented. A West Side Art Center highlighting stories of social justice and the work of Black women artists is offering free programs all summer. The Chicago Urban Art Retreat Center is offering free workshops focused on storytelling through painting, talking, writing, and music. Workshops are at 2 p.m. Saturdays through September 20th at the North Lawndale Center's Peace Park, 2101 South Spalding Avenue. Yeah. Chicago Urban Art Retreat Center. That's what you're asking me. Okay, everybody. Not this week, but next week, we will be a few days away from the Ivy Grant Memorial Scholarship Scramble. Please consider, if not donating to a wonderful cause, please come out and join us and have some fun. I need somebody to ride in the golf cart with me. And I already got a job for her. I got a job for her. So anyway, it's the 1st of August at Spring Valley Country Club in Salem, Wisconsin. And as I mentioned last week, we're going to have games on hand for people who do not play golf. So we're going to have a little section so you can play virtual games, board games, cards. We're going to have music. We got 3 Harley Davidsons for hole-in-one. We've got a week-long trip to Hawaii that we're auctioning off. No, we're not toys. They're not toys. We got real Harley Davidsons. And the best part of the day is you're going to get to meet some of the children who will be the recipients of the scholarships that we give. And your donation is 100% deductible because all proceeds are used for the scholarships. There's no overhead. So give to a good cause if you can't. But join us. We still have a couple of holes left for some foursomes, Eric. Yep. So let's help our kiddies out. The young people are changing the world. Okay. All right. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can get information about the scramble on our website. So please, you don't need to go to the other one, but you can. But everything's there. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, Spoutable, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube channel to view us live and receive reminders when we're on the air. Thanks for the big commercial. We'll be right back.
This is Chicago's Progressive Talk, 820 AM, WCPT Willow Springs, and online at WCPT820.com, where facts matter.
Hey, family meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the family meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dogs. But the dog that chooses its tail will be busy. These are clapping dogs, rhythmic dogs, harmonic dogs, house dogs, street dogs, dogs of the world unite, dancing dogs. Yeah, counting dogs, funky dogs, nasty dogs.
773-763-9278. Number 773-763-9278. Shout out to my man Buddy Lewis. I don't shout out to people typically. Shout out to my man comedian Buddy Lewis. I told him that I was going to play his song.
Hey.
He's an Omega, so you ever seen them Omegas when this song come on?
I was a little sister.
Oh, okay. So they get all butt naked and sweaty, jumping around.
It was so beautiful. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, they get all.
Because back in my day,
They wore the jeans really tight with the cowboy boots.
Okay.
Ooh,
You
child.
Notice she did not say that she didn't get butt naked and sweaty.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I didn't. They did.
Huh?
Though.
What?
I didn't, but they did.
You say you didn't?
I did not.
You did not.
I did not get butt naked and sweaty. Sweaty, yes, but naked, no.
They kind of go together, don't they?
No, not unless you know.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be sweaty,
Shut up.
be
Can we
butt
take
naked.
some calls?
She want to change the subject again now, huh?
Yeah.
So there is no list, huh?
There is no list
of the butt naked people.
Hey, everybody in here was butt naked but me.
I didn't go to parties like that.
Okay.
Stop. Why don't you stop lying to people? There's a
People-
microphone in
people
front of
were
you.
not butt naked. We were dancing and jamming and all that stuff, but nobody was naked.
Come on, man. I know how the Omegas bounce, man. Come on. They're proud of that.
There were no orgies or anything like that.
I didn't
when
say
was
that.
It was an orgy.
What else you gonna do but naked and sweaty?
Dance.
Dance, man.
Like they did in the Matrix.
Oh
They was-
yeah, yeah.
See? They was in Zion getting it.
Yeah.
She know. No, man. No.
Oh,
773-763-9278. So you want to do this? We got people waiting?
We have lots of people.
Oh, so we done pissed them off now.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Ron from the South Side. Hi, Ron.
Okay, Ron, give it to us, man.
Hey, yeah, real quick. I got 2 points. First of all, I knew you all were talking about the gun control. That was what I was going to mention earlier. We have some rules on it, but things people gonna slip through the cracks. But I'm sure you all support the Safety Act. And guess what? People slip through the cracks with that law. But people will say, "Oh no, that's a good law." And people get out and kill people. Okay, let me get to the next point, ma'am. See, here's the problem. The gentleman, you made a good point. The problem is the Democrat, ma'am. You was trying to point out the negative things about the Republican Party. It's like a sports team. This is a baseball team. Well, the team we playing, they can't pitch, they can't hit, they can't run. Well, what can you do? And I'm going to tell you, I read something from Danny Davis, and the first time he made sense to me in 40 years, when he said, talking about Epstein is not going to help the party. The Democrats do not, and I'm so happy. I was on so many radio programs. I was watching how things were going and listening for Black people in the toss-up states. It was like, not voting for the Democrats. Well, had nothing to do with Trump. So let's get that clear. Policies. Look, in particular, any Black person in the state, city, or county of Illinois that would vote for a Democrat, your schools are terrible. Crime is bad. It's going down, but it's still there is nothing. And Black folks been voting for this same party constantly. And guess what? It works in the inverse. The more Black people vote for Democrats, particularly Black Democrats, guess what? The communities are worse. So, sir, you may it has nothing to do with Trump.
That's not statistically true.
Well, I'll send it to you. No, wait, let me say this. There was another radio station down the Dow, and I'm going to send you the same statistics. Okay, you on the air? Because when I told this gentleman, he came on and said the things were better for Black people. And I'm retired, so I have time to research. And so I sent him. And when I called him out, he said, "Ron, I'll get to that after the election." So I will send it to you. As far as housing, Black people purchasing housing less. See, you just saying that, but if you want to see a real...
Listen, Ron. Historically, where you have Black people in elected office, in doctors' offices, in lawyers' offices, things improve for Black people in general. There may be isolated instances where you got a Black person who doesn't do well, But generally, the data says that to the extent you have Black representation, you have improved social conditions. That's data.
Didn't vote for them this tax. Okay, see, so you coming up with that nonsense for Black people that actually live that. We said we not.
Hey, Ron, hold on a second. It's not nonsense. It's data.
Okay, let me mention this. Black people have left northern cities. Guess where they've gone? Florida, Tennessee, where Republicans are. See, so y'all, you can come up with that data. We're not buying it anymore. Because, see, people vote their interest.
That's the problem. If you don't pay attention to data, you get what you got.
Sometimes you look at your condition. And y'all got to quit sucking up to you Democrats. We're going to continue to win on the conservative Republican position. And you all are obsolete. That's all I can say. Now, I've been arguing this for the last 20 years, and I'm going to continue. And we're going to continue to win.
That's okay. It's not a matter of you winning. It's a matter of Democrats losing. And if you think that you've done better as a conservative, you ain't paying attention. Thanks, brother. We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah. Losing
you all are losers.
Hospital closing in these rural places, which are normally red, that's winning.
Yeah. You can point to every single red state.
Yep.
You can't name a red state. Well, you can. Florida and Texas, maybe. But even then, my son was talking about having to go to work. He lives in Dallas. Him going to work, he goes to work 25 miles from where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
$200 a month in tolls.
Mm.
$200 a month in tolls to get to work.
Yep.
So because they don't tax people, they don't tax the rich, they tax the poor on the tollways.
Yep. I've driven through Texas. They've
That's
got long.
crazy.
Yep.
That's a lot of money for somebody that that's struggling.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So
money.
sometimes he just will take the streets, which adds another 30 minutes to his ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ain't got to pay the tolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, a state runs on revenue. You need revenue from somewhere.
Right.
If they're not taking it with taxes, they're taking it someplace else with fines and whatever else the case may be.
Yep.
And you can't pick a red state, Harley, where you want to live. Go ahead. If you think Illinois is that bad or Chicago's that bad, go on to Jackson, Mississippi. Try that one.
Can I ask?
Little Rock, Arkansas. Try that one.
I was listening to a NPR piece. Not NPR. It is The Daily. They got a podcast, and they were talking about how, the Republicans killing the funding for NPR and public radio and all this. Many, many, many states, when you get outside a large city, all you got to do is drive 2 miles outside any state with a large city, and all the rest of it is pretty much country, right? These places don't have the radio stations up and down the AM and FM dial like we do. A lot of the programming on these radio stations comes from public dollars. So this story on The Daily, this podcast, they talked about a station in Alaska. They're on the dial, and the only other dial, there's no FM stations in this area. The only other AM radio station on the dial is a Lutheran church. So this station, it's a local station. They use their station for the residents, which is maybe about 300,000 or something in that area, to do bartering. They have people come on, talk about what they have to sell, what they need to buy, what they're willing to trade for. And this station is going to cut back more than half of its staff, the services that they provide to that community in terms of news and weather reports and all this other stuff. They're going to be losing that because the idiots in Washington think that NPR is too woke for people to be listening to.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen to people.
Yeah.
Sorry, who's next?
Canethia.
That's right. I saw her with a shark. She had on her shark costume this week, and I'll be damned.
I sure did. Crazy. I was doing the salsa at a taco truck.
She's out in public with this thing on.
Well, I've gotten to the point where my dignity is shrinking, so I can do stuff like that.
Clearly.
Hey, listen, and I got sunburned that day, so I'm kind of laying low today. I'm not, out there in my suit.
Shark suit on.
And it's Shark Week, too, so don't forget to watch it on Discovery so you can learn about the sharks and help support them.
Yeah, I'll rush home and do that.
Hey, listen, you were talking about why MAGA is mad about the Epstein files. See, their world says that they can lie to everybody, and who they support can lie to everybody, but don't you dare lie to them. So they're more indignant along the lines of "me thinks you protest too loudly" type deal, because Trump lied to them. They can't be grouped with everybody else. That is righteous indignation for them. So I think that's the deal. And then about Hakeem Jeffries, he's nothing more than a sick Pelosi. Now Pelosi was really tough in her day, but Hakeem Jeffries is a Pelosi light. He has nothing to offer, other than talk. And I wouldn't want him as House leader. He has no bite to him whatsoever. So I agree with Eric. The Democrats are part of the problem because they don't have enough Jasmine Crockett or AOC or Bernie for that matter, or Gavin Newsom or White House or Sheldon Whitehouse or whatever, or hire what's his name back, Franken. They just don't have the and I'm still going to vote for Democrats, but donating money, no.
Yeah, they haven't shown that they're a good shepherd of it. Kenethia, thank you. And it's really bad luck to have a full bodysuit on with a shark suit and get sunburned. That's just straight up bad luck.
It
Man.
just means the material she was using was bad.
I had fun.
That don't mean nothing.
Promise she had fun.
She's probably with you butt naked somewhere. That's what happened.
No, I'm not. I haven't lost my dignity that much.
So the shark suit was paint. It wasn't a real suit. It was paint. So she was butt naked.
It was a real suit.
Okay. Did you buy that thing?
I did. I got it off Amazon.
Money? You gave them money for that?
Are you guys
I
following
did.
each other on social media? How do you see her?
I've had it for since 2016. I was even in the chief of police's office with that. I got pictures of me and him together.
He let you come in there with a shark suit on?
I know, yeah. I was going to try to get my picture behind bars, but that was going a little too far. They might have found something, really.
A lot of weed in Colorado, man. That's a lot of weed.
It really is. We're a natural state, too. It's grown naturally.
Yeah. Keep bragging. That's right. Thank you, girl. Be well.
Yeah.
Okay? Take care.
Thank you.
I will.
Okay.
God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless you, too.
Sharks, how you?
You need to send me the picture.
So her face was out of the mouth, but the whole body was covered.
What was the occasion?
Shark
Week?
Shark
So
Week.
it was literally for Shark
She
Week.
does every year for Shark Week because she smokes
Well,
lots and lots of weed.
I know somebody
Colorado.
else. Me and Stella were out last night with a couple of her cousin and husband, and he was talking about, man, I record Shark Week. I don't miss an episode. He does not miss an episode.
And
of Shark
a
Week.
hush falls over the room. I mean, because we're like, what?
And this
That's
is
what,
every
Mom.
year.
Shark Week's on.
Shark Week. I'm just like,
Can't go to school this week, Mom.
I'm like, all right then.
Can't go to school this week, Mom.
I was like Carl from Sling Blade. All right then.
Y'all crazy.
Surprise.
All right, y'all. How many we got on the line?
We have 3. I see you guys. Angelique, Verlon, and Earl. I see you.
All right, here we go. All right, y'all. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
Hello, this is Dr. John Artis from Health on Earth Wellness Centers. You can visit us at www.healthonearth.org. Keep listening to the family meeting.
Do you own a business in Illinois? Are you aware of the new retirement plan requirement that could impact your business? Listen up, this is crucial information you don't want to miss. If you're a business with at least 5 employees and have been operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Our team of seasoned professionals will guide you through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
Hi, this is Michelle from the Family Meeting, and let me tell you about the Villager Gift Boutique located at 2007 Ridge Road in downtown Homewood, Illinois. The Villager is your gift shop for unique, hand-selected, high-quality gifts. The Villager's owner, Valerie, travels internationally to trade shows and fine art festivals to bring a variety of unique, high-quality items, including fine gifts, bath and body products, candles, jewelry, clothing, home accents, leather goods, stationery, gourmet goodies, and so much more. The customer experience is very inviting and ideal for helping you find the perfect gift, especially for those shoppers who are looking for that unique gift for those who are hard to shop for. Oh, and the gift wrapping is complimentary. Shop in person in Homewood, Illinois, or online at thevillagergiftshop.com. That's thevillagergiftshop.com.
At Saga Martial Arts, we're dedicated to preserving the traditions of Shoreiru Karate. Our dojo is more than a place to learn martial arts. It's a place to build respect, self-discipline, and confidence. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced martial artist, young or old, we offer a supportive environment for you to grow. Join our community. Embrace the rich history of karate and discover your strength both inside and out. Saga Martial Arts, where tradition meets excellence. To book a lesson, give us a call at 312-927-0184 or send us an email at karateinvillapark@gmail.com.
The low rider is a little higher.
Yeah, 773-763-9278 is the number. 773-763-9278. Let me say this again, though, right? I mean, I hear people say this about Chicago all the time, that Chicago schools are failing and so forth. Move your ass to Mississippi and go to school. How about that? Right? These are the least, and they blame it on Democrats.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, I mean, Democrats have been in charge forever, so any failings are attributable to Democrats. But I'll be damned. Would you rather go to school in Chicago or Mississippi?
Yeah.
Chicago.
They won't look at Louisiana, Alabama. They won't look at Mississippi.
Or Arkansas. How about going there?
Yeah.
Those are the least educated people in the country. So if you're going to be outraged by the quality of schools in Chicago, I need to see equal and opposite outrage about the schools in those states where your people are leading.
Where I feel like their government is intentionally keeping them dumb.
Or could care less whether or not you're educated.
There you go.
Just get your ass in the field. You don't need no math.
Yeah.
Imagine if Adrian went to school in Mississippi.
I would be frustrated.
Yeah, because he couldn't get his math right.
Well, I think because his brain, he came into the world with that brain. I think he was calculating stuff when he popped out.
He'd be in Mississippi in front of the
With
teacher talking about,
lightsabers.
Mrs. Jones, I don't think that problem is right. Miss Jones don't know math either.
You know what? When I was in college once,
Oh, here we go.
I believe it.
When I was in college once, we had one of these.
Just once?
We had one of these sessions where equations started on one board and ended up on the third board. And when the instructor got to the.
Do we want to hear this story?
Yeah. When the instructor got over to the third board, he got over to the third board. And he was almost done, and I stopped him. And I said, back over here in the middle board, you made a mistake.
Did he kick you out of the class?
Man, don't ask questions.
No, he stopped.
I want to move on from this.
He stopped and turned around and looked at me and said, Mr.
So you
Smith,
asked him a damn question.
I'm sorry. I really wanted to know the
you think I made a mistake? And I said, yes, sir, professor. Here's your mistake right here. So he went back over it and looked at his work, and he was just like, Mr.
Get
Smith
out of
is
the
right.
class.
No. He said, Mr. Smith is right. I made a mistake. And he went back and he fixed it.
Somebody told me that I could take like hemp for my kidney bone-itis. I can have hemp supplements for my kidney bone stuff.
I was just going off what the dude taught me, and then he
take a
put something
gummy.
up there that wasn't right. So I was just like, your work is wrong.
So you got to figure out when is the right time to ask questions. Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
Gotta work.
Actually, I am not. I like my curiosity. I will not go quietly into the night.
I feel inflammation in the kidney bone.
I will survive.
Let's talk to Angelique, shall we?
Shall we? We shall. Yeah. Angelique, please help.
Angelique, hi.
Please help.
Hello, family.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. I agree wholeheartedly. The Democrats, I believe this since 2016, they are the absolute problem. They are so milquetoast and weak. It's just disgusting. I've lived in Chicago most of my adult life, lived in Georgia for a minute and then Tennessee. And the Democrats and the Republican parties were two parties created by white folks. The Democratic Party's agenda was, we'll negotiate for the others. And the Republicans' strategy was, we're going to stay all white and on a white agenda. So there's no discussion. There's no need to put together a message. Everybody has the same message. So I've been listening since January to all of these commentators up and down the dial who are mostly white, saying how overwhelmed they are and how difficult it is to address everything that's going on and, ooh, what should we do? They are pathetic. How can you have the resources and the education that you have and you haven't come up with a plan? The plan should be simple, because here's what it was. The Democrats' message started in 1968 after they killed off Medgar, Malcolm, and Martin. Their message was, we'll advocate for blacks' rights to vote. We'll advocate for them to be able to live somewhere without white folks just knocking them in the head on the street. We'll advocate for them to have Part D in health care. We'll advocate for this, that, and the other. There was never a message. Black folks were the message. And it was easy to look at because the whole world was watching how we were being treated and what we were being denied. Joe Biden still believes he did something for us by giving us busing instead of advocating for the redlining to stop so that we could build our own communities and schools. We didn't need busing. We didn't need to go to school with white children. That was never anything we needed. So the Democrats have been milquetoast and weak always because the people at the top who are supposed to be negotiating for us are not us.
Yeah.
They are the old guard of the descendants who worked the plantations and then came up north to bring that mess here and bring $7.25 minimum wage. If either of these parties cared one centilla for us, we wouldn't still be at a minimum wage of $7 in a year in 2025 where the median rent is $1,200. So, yeah, I think we should start just a plain old independent party and leave both of these sapsuckers in the wind and try to build from there.
You went Aunt Esther on him.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
She went Aunt Esther on us here. Okay.
Love it.
Angelique, thank you so much. That's a
Thank
great
you, Angelique.
contribution. Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
Okay. She said sapsuckers.
Dang.
That's back in the 70s.
I
Find me
know.
some skin, soul brother.
I know.
Now, what's next?
Verlon?
Okay, so the in-house black white supremacist is with us today. What you got to say, dude? Is that what they call each other?
First off, I want to say hi to Michelle. because hearing her voice calms me down. So I want to say hi to Michelle. And from now on, I'm going to speak to Michelle first before I speak to you two. Now I have to address Adrian before I even say hi to you, Eric. Adrian, I don't deny anybody their medicine, so keep on drinking. And Ice Cube told me a long time ago, if you call a woman a B and she acknowledges it, she must be that. So I'm not gonna acknowledge what you said after I was off the phone, nor what Donald Trump said last week, because I'm not that. I'm not either one. I'm not a weakling, nor am I the black face of white supremacy, what they started calling Larry Elder when he ran for governor. Now I want to start off by saying we did a whole show about this yesterday. So I'm going to repeat to you what I said on the show yesterday.
Who is we?
I know some in your John Anthony and me. His show is Black and Right with John Anthony, but I've been his co-host for 5 years. But anyway, that don't matter. I know some people on your side. I know some people on your side, and a lot of people. I want to say Michelle is right. She was right last week and this week. There is and I'm on this side. Eric, you're not. There is a big divide in MAGA and the Republicans over this Epstein issue. Now, I know you all want to hold a mirror up to society and give it a hard moral reality check, but America has never been moral. I think back to Vice President Nixon when he said, for the first stolen election, I got to concede the election for the good of the country, because if they found out that it was stolen, they will lose full faith in the country. Then I go to John F. Kennedy. He was murdered. They gave us the magic bullet theory. We bought it and we moved on. Then you get to Robert F. Kennedy. He was murdered. He knew he was going to die, went on that stage anyway and was a martyr. Malcolm X knew he was going to die, went on that stage and was a martyr. Martin Luther King knew he was going to die, went on that stage anyway and became a martyr. Donald Trump ain't built like that. You don't know who talked to who that end up talking to him that said, we not going to miss next time. So he don't care what he say to people. And I don't care what he say anyway. I told people in his first term, y'all hang on every word that man say like a woman. Only a wife or a girlfriend is supposed to hang on every word they man say. I ain't no woman. All I care about is
Hold
policy.
up. How are you making this leap from how are you making wait. How are you making the leap from what happened to all those other people who caught bullets and then come talk about that guy and then say, we don't know who talked to him and said what and said we wasn't gonna miss? You don't either. What does that have to do with anything?
Nobody knows. This is what it has to do with, Adrian. From all the way back then to now, it's always been wrote off as conspiracy theory. We're just not finding out what happened we knew, common sense tells you, but now everything's being released about John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and all of these people. It's all conspiracy theories. Mine is as good as yours and everybody else that I had to fight off yesterday. I fought people off of this to try to get them on the straight and narrow to look at the big picture. What Eric was talking about earlier, Republicans got the big picture. They getting what they want done and Democrats don't. I have to keep people on the straight and narrow. So that's all. It's just conspiracy theory. All of it is conspiracy theory. That's where I make my leap.
Let me ask you a question.
Hello?
Let me ask you a question. So do you still support a child molester?
Who's the child molester? Donald Trump's not a child molester. He's documented kicking Epstein out of Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. He's on document saying, I can't mess around with that dude. He likes him too young. They got it on video.
He threw him out because of a real estate deal. He didn't throw him out because he was a pedophile. No. That's not what the argument was about.
No. He said on tape, we play it all the time. I don't know about y'all if y'all seen it or not. He said, I can't mess around with that dude. He likes him a little too young for me. And that's when he was a young charismatic Donald Trump.
That's not what he said. He says we like
we like women. He said he likes them a little young. He didn't say a little young for me.
And you know what?
He said he likes them. He likes them a little young.
It seems like he's living on every word this dude says too.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
And he's living on every word this dude says.
Just keep on being.
Okay, well, let me wait, Adrian. Let me ask you a question because this is common sense. This is common sense. This is a common sense question. This is a common sense.
Verlon, just focus on making sure white folks are safe. Just continue.
Yes,
to
do that.
No, this is a common sense question. The Democrats threw the whole phone book at them. Why wouldn't they have exposed that? Why wouldn't they expose that with the Russian collusion and everything else?
What phone book?
Yeah. Okay. So listen, just focus on keeping white folks safe. Just worry about that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
They threw a
good.
phone book.
That's
and
all
the
you got.
And the coward Republicans stood in the way and let the phone book hit them instead of him.
The Democrats would have exposed it if it was any there. They would have exposed that. That's why my common sense. I got common sense. Y'all got educated sense.
Hold on. Or they were also not wanting to expose people in the Democratic Party.
Okay, well, hey, listen. Now, when you all said that earlier, I'm on board with that.
Okay,
I believe it's some I believe it's some Republicans. He's covering for you. I mean, look, he's covering for a lot of people, but you got to understand, this might lead to so many powerful people behind the scenes, big businessmen, all kind of people, landowners. Wait, hold on. Princes from other states, all kind of stuff. It could bring America to its knees. It may be the camel's back.
Then you're okay. Then you're okay with molesting children, then, as long as the business is okay.
Right.
Okay? That's where you are.
Right.
No, I'm looking at the bigger picture. I don't want to lose America.
Yes.
So it's okay to
sacrifice.
So it's okay to molest children. As long as business runs okay.
Because
That's right.
they'll be.
I didn't say it was okay. Didn't I start out by saying America's not a moral country?
Verlon, hold on a second. Yes or no? The bigger picture is protect business, even if they molested children, right?
No, the bigger picture is save the country. Because we can't lose faith in government and lose faith in the country.
Save the country. Saving the country is more important than having molested children, right?
That's the bigger picture, man.
Okay, that's
the bigger picture.
Right.
Verlon, I thought you had children.
No, I let him go.
I do have children, but see, I'm from the hood.
Exactly.
I'm not going to depend on the court system. I'm not going to depend on the court system.
Molesting children. It's okay to molest children.
Right.
I'm not going to depend on the court system. You asking somebody that takes the law into his own hands.
Going to jail. We can't have that just because they rape little boys and girls.
Can't have that.
The country may fall apart.
No, I want them dead. I want them to die. I want them to listen. I want them to die like Jeffrey Dahmer died.
What's wrong with his brain?
All of their
I want them to die.
I'm saying this.
No.
And I hope he's still listening. Something's wrong with his brain. And he ain't got to acknowledge it. Just like he didn't acknowledge the other thing from last week. Something's wrong with his brain.
It just makes me.
Who's next?
Earl.
You got a break coming up quick, man. So go ahead and offer your insults and then get off my line.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Earl.
Passion.
What about Adrian?
Yeah.
I don't count.
Sorry, Adrian. I couldn't remember your name, buddy.
Or drinking.
You had to embarrass me. Okay, you just had to embarrass me. That's why I give you a hard time, Eric. That's why I give you a hard time. Eric, you still ain't no good. But I like your program.
Thank you.
Because of Michelle. And Adrian. Sometimes. No, seriously.
I put up with this. Why do I do this?
It's hard to reason when people have already made up their minds about what's fact and what is not fact. Mm-hmm. And that poor black man that came on earlier suggesting that it was a good thing to vote for Republicans because they're going to do more for the black folks. Wait until he has to wait for. There's a problem with his Social Security check and it doesn't come, and he tries to call in to find out there's nobody there to answer the phone. Wait till he has relatives that depend on food stamps, and those programs have been cut out. Wait till he finds out about Medicaid, and those programs have been cut down.
Or a hospital closes.
I can't understand. Pardon me, I didn't hear you.
Or a hospital in his area closes.
Exactly. And it doesn't mean a red hospital, black blue hospitals depend on Medicaid too and Medicare too.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to fit. The whole country is going to be affected by these hospitals closing.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who are not on it and they have private insurance, they're going to have to pay more to make up the difference, because when these people start starting up at the hospitals, somebody's got to cover the bill.
Mm-hmm.
So the insurance company's not going to eat all that all those liabilities. They're going to pass it along.
Mm-hmm.
So passing misplaced is really a sad thing. And Eric, you tried to deal with them, but you should have dealt with them all across the broad spectrum. Like what happened in Texas when the flood came, and the politicians didn't even vote for an alarm system that would have notified the people that a flood was coming. And in the first place, why is a child daycare in the middle of a flood zone? And they knew it was a flood zone. Yeah. I'm not trying to beat up on the dead or anything like that, but I'm saying there's all kinds of things that you could have brought up in the conversation about cutting the back to people that notify the alerts at night because he's trying to save a dime here and a dime there. What about the hurricane season when that comes up? I mean, he's this thing is cut across the board.
Earl, it would.
You may not have to worry about wildfires. You know, you may not have to worry about wildfires, but you've got to worry about thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's all kind of problems out there here that people don't understand how impactful their vote is going to be. Now, were you right that Democrats are not a shining star on the horizon, but they're better than the Republicans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earl, we got to go to break.
You know,
Earl, we got to go to break, and you talk to
Okay,
me.
thank you, buddy.
Bye,
right, thank
Earl.
you.
Have a good week.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Phil. Love you. The other two dudes, you know.
Man, this dude, man.
Man, he raising some good points, but it wouldn't have mattered what you said to dude. It wouldn't have mattered.
But you heard what he said.
Oh, yeah.
It's more important than save the country. Child
Yeah.
molesters, we have to ignore that.
Yep. Rape Island, be damned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
can't have that. Can't have that, man.
I'll tell you why, because they think about it
Don't you
in
hear
terms of.
music? What is she new?
I hate that I took that from you.
Stay tuned for more at the family meeting.
My name is Cecil B. Lucy, attorney at law and a certified public accountant. Keep listening to the family meeting.
A 2016 study estimated that 13.1 million Americans were victims of identity theft last year. Fight back against your identity being stolen by signing up for Identity Guard. Identity Guard monitors your credit and identity information with alerts that can help you respond quickly if certain changes indicating fraudulent activity are detected, as well as help protect your computer from viruses, keylogging, and other serious threats. Plus, with Identity Guard's dynamic credit management resources and tools, you will have helpful information as you make better financial and credit decisions. Identity Guard includes $1 million identity theft insurance and lost wallet protection, and more if you ever do become a victim. Protect your ID for as little as $6 per month. Yes, that's only $6 per month by visiting lookaftermyid.com. That's lookaftermyid.com to securely sign up for Identity Guard today.
A single K plan is a 401k plan designed especially for business owners and immediate family, regardless if they are incorporated or not. Single Ks offer both employer and employee contributions, and in many cases have no setup fee or annual plan administrative charges. Single Ks are simple to administer with no government reporting required. Most importantly, this plan allows employees to access their savings via hardship withdrawals or loans. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com or call us about your business or organization's retirement retirement plan at 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Polaris provides empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC. Investment advisor services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
Polaris is introducing a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan. Empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
Get past the people, get past the hit man. That old man out. Where so many
You're right. Yes. Yeah, one of your kids get in the sex ring. Right. Then it's all good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't.
One of his
See,
kids.
y'all, the thing y'all miss is the conversation during the break. I swear, I'm gonna try to arrange it next week so that for those of you listening on YouTube, you can hear the break. I'm gonna leave the mics on. You might have to come next week again.
I can't. I'm on lockdown.
Uh-oh.
I'm on lockdown.
Okay.
I'm grounded.
What you do?
Nothing. So Stella is getting ready to start her school again. So we have just like a couple of weekends left, and
you know how lucky you are that your wife actually wants you to be around.
You want to spend her weekends with her poppy.
With her boo.
That's right.
Yeah, let's move on before we get nasty.
No. Inappropriate.
Okay. So they're gonna be playing grab ass.
They gonna play. Whatever they play is whatever they play.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. He just lost all the bass in his voice. When he said that.
Okay.
See
Are
how
you
that
being
works?
a little bashful? Ooh. Wait.
By design. Who's next?
Norbert.
My man Norbert. What's up, man?
Hi, Norbert.
Hey, family. It's been a while, but I've still been listening and watching the YouTubes and everything, but sometimes I feel I should call in and say hi and make a few comments. I'll just be quick because I know you're running out of time, but with Cuomo, I don't get the New York Democrats, and I blame a lot of problems on the New York Democrats. Without them, there would be no Trump. Without New York media and New York politics, there would be no Trump. They made Trump who he is. And but with Cuomo, I don't understand why Hochul, Gillibrand, and the Speaker of the Democrats' leader in the House, why they're trying to resurrect, or why they're still trying to resurrect Cuomo. I mean, he's probably got big business bucks after him, but why should they do that? I can imagine that if Pritzker did something like Cuomo did, that he would be trying to resurrect his career. He would be finished. Sexual harassment is not a joke. It's something that should be taken seriously, and people should be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
Well, so check this out, though, Norbert. So the best case I can think of is Marion Barry. Everybody knows who Marion Barry is, right? I think that as a society, in addition to not holding people accountable, we also have a tendency to not be forgiving. So, think about a scenario where somebody on that list has since repented, right? And they've spent a lot of time in that community trying to fight child sex trafficking and done all manner of things that we would deem as redeemable for the crimes that they committed. Do we accept them back in our society as a meaningful member? Because I think the people we're talking about are people who run around denying it,
Yeah.
who participated readily.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, can we forgive people?
Forgiveness is my religion. I have no problem with forgiving people, but I have a big problem with resurrecting their political career and giving them a chance to do it all over again. It's just Trump lost. How did people, with all the evidence against him, how did people vote for him? It's brutal.
We just heard why. We just heard why. They care about money more than they do children.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do control the media, and that's something that Adrian said earlier about the radio stations. When I go up to northern Wisconsin and drive around, all I hear is sports talk and right-wing talk. There is no family meeting up in the North Woods, and that's a problem because they're only getting one side of lies.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going up there, so don't ask.
Democrats are strong in DuPage, and most of the counties around Chicago and Chicago itself. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep pushing for making things better for everybody.
Yeah. Come on out and get some chicken at the golf outing, Norbert. We look forward to seeing you, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
I'm planning to make another investment. I call it investment because I love Milwaukee and I love those kids, and I want every one of them to be successful. And whatever I can do, as much as I can, I want to help kids give back to the communities I love. I could talk for hours about Milwaukee, but just leave it at that. That I want to invest in the community, and this is a great way for me to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you the mic at the golf outing.
Thank you so much. I was like, I'm gonna sit with him for a minute because
Yeah.
I have ideas for you, Norbert.
Norbert, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you.
Bye,
No
Norbert.
problem. Love you guys.
Take care.
He's a good guy.
So did I tell you guys that our foundation was able to get a Milwaukee Bucks basketball camp in the city of Milwaukee? Did I tell you about this?
Last year.
Hmm?
You mentioned it last year.
Yeah, so it happened 2 weeks ago at North Division High School.
Nice.
Imagine that, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, is there a press release?
No.
Come on. What a missed Okay.
The Milwaukee Bucks hadn't had a Milwaukee Bucks youth camp in Milwaukee in almost 25 years. Wow. So it was, I shouldn't take any credit for it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
We need to write about that.
To who?
We need to do a press
That
thing
should be on
about it.
CBS Sunday
That's
morning.
big news.
That should
That's
be
how
who?
that's to whomever cares about children.
To the kids that are in the camp.
Yes. Come on now. You are missing these opportunities.
To do what?
Awareness is a good thing.
I don't know. If it ain't money, I ain't that interested in it.
That awareness brings
Oh.
money in, though. If nobody knows what you're doing, why are they going to give you any money? Ooh, child. You know you make my
About
kidney
that,
bone hurt.
You see how much she knows about anatomy. Listen, for your information, there's no such thing as a kidney bone.
Oh,
Why did you say your kidney bone hurts
because
then?
you say it.
Okay.
So have you not been in the chat room? There are several people in the chat room that say the same thing.
About their kidney bones?
Yes.
They have
'Cause-
kidney
'cause-
bones too?
Because you say it.
There's no such thing as a
See,
kidney bone.
you don't
All of y'all-
understand your influence.
All of y'all on crack.
And
See? So now it doesn't exist.
so now it doesn't exist because everybody's catching on and they're talking about it. So
It
now
doesn't
you want to
exist
dismiss it.
Why are you doing this
I don't
with your
know.
hand? Why was she doing that with her hand?
I don't know. She was
Because
catching.
I want to make a point real
It
quick.
was like talking and
I
waving
know,
at the same time. I don't know what that
do
was.
every now and then.
Huh? What?
I want to make a point though.
Do you?
Yes, man.
Okay, I'm listening.
This is what Norbert said about New York and Donald Trump. And New Yorkers know of Donald Trump, and most New Yorkers, from my understanding, do not like him. What made him famous and on the map was Mark Burnett and The Apprentice.
Yeah.
New Yorkers think the man is foul and crazy.
Yeah.
When he went to vote the first time, do you remember this? He walked in with Melania, and everybody else who was in there to vote was booing him and laughing, saying, "We know you're going to lose and can't wait till you." Of course, he won, but so I just wanted Norbert to know that wasn't. I don't necessarily blame New York.
See, you're making the point about just how inept Democrats are. How on earth do you lose to an imbecile like that twice?
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
That's the height of ineptness.
Yeah.
Y'all doing it wrong. And they keep doing the same damn thing.
It's not that I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know that that's the Democrats. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm hearing now, even today, as of yesterday, people talking about Kamala and saying she didn't talk about housing. She didn't talk about jobs. And everything this person said, Kamala talked about. So that wasn't her fault. Whose fault was it that her message
It's messaging.
did not penetrate?
And it's also because you don't have all the radio stations across the country that are saying what she's saying. It's right wing stuff. They're not going to put out there.
They're not playing what she's saying. They're interpreting what she's saying. And, and that's how you end up with the message all mixed up. But they don't have and on top of that, they don't have a plan. She had a campaign platform, but that's not a plan, right?
The platform was the template to create the plan.
They always have a platform, but it never manifests into a plan. Obama had 8 years to develop a plan. We've watched since Reagan. Every single Republican since Reagan has run the economy into the ditch. Yet they somehow or another they get fooled into voting for these idiots.
Yeah,
every single Republican, almost every single red state.
They run up the debt.
And then they leave the mess for the Democrats to clean up.
It's their usage of language, right?
Okay, that's messaging, right?
Yeah,
right.
messaging.
Yeah, I mean,
they said you got to do if you do good by business.
The big, bold, beautiful bill.
Again, which is kind of, we're going to look out for big business, and then big business is going to look out for you because big business knows what's best for you. So they run up the debt and the deficit, right? And then when things get so crappy that Republicans lose and Democrats get in, they spend the time that they're in saying the only way we can fix this is by raising taxes. And then you get all the people that own media saying they can't raise taxes. You can't let them raise taxes. I don't want my taxes raised.
It's a rinse and repeat cycle.
Yeah,
that all comes from not having a plan.
Yeah,
and then not having it's hard to have messaging if you don't have a plan.
Yeah.
So they're perennial losers. Yeah. Get rid of them all. Who do we start with?
And you can understand why some people are just like, you know what? If I'm gonna be on a team, maybe I'll join the winning team, and it's just say I'm done with them.
Well, that's lazy. Too.
That's lazy.
It is, but there's people that do that.
Not paying attention to what's
There's
happening.
people that do it.
Yeah,
there's people that do it.
We see them all the time.
I know people that claim to be Bears fans all their lives and are now Green Bay fans because they got tired of the Bears sucking so bad. And I'm just like, how the hell?
The Bears will suck forever.
Yes. But you're going to now become a Green Bay fan? You are actually wearing Green Bay gear.
And a cheese on your head.
And yes. And you were a Bears fan. That's what I'm talking about.
The Bears are going to suck forever. We will never see the Bears win a Super Bowl.
Not with the current ownership.
No. Not in our lifetime.
So, but anyway.
No. Maybe we'll see Kansas City win one, right?
I digress.
Well. Yeah.
You said, man? You know what she sounded like when she said that?
What?
Shit. She sounded like shit. Yeah.
Success. Success. Is that a black person?
I feel judgment.
Is there a black person here?
You've seen Chit, huh?
No.
You haven't seen Chit?
Yeah.
Chit?
Yeah.
YouTube skit.
Yeah.
I feel like you're talking bad about me and I don't know what it is.
No, maybe not.
Yeah. Yes and no.
If you haven't seen it, guys, go on YouTube and look up Chit, CHIT. What Michelle just did was Chit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all the time we have. We want to thank you for yours. For those of you on YouTube, and if you're not on YouTube, jump on YouTube. We're going to have an after show here. Tune into the family meeting every Sunday at 4. I am your host, Eric Grant. Peace.
The preceding program, The Family Meeting, was sponsored by Polaris Insurance Agency. And to the
All right, that's a wrap, guys. You can hear me.
You can be my big daddy. Take it slowly. Have it all night.
Outing with me again. There's only one that can make it this year, so I don't
Did
know.
they
if
pay
he's
you?
on. Yeah, he paid. Me and Avery on.
I hadn't seen it.
Well, maybe you can be with Richard and his friend.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because he's got, it's just two of them too.
Two of them. Okay, so
My friend Leonardo Gilbert, the pastor's coming. You come with him. We'll cut
I probably can't afford to go.
Put him with Richard and they know each other.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to put him with somebody he knows. Meet some new people.
That's what the kids are for.
To
Have
meet new people.
conversations with the kids.
We'll see.
Hey, it's gonna be a Friday.
Well, listen, if you don't do it, you know the golf guy's gonna do it.
Do
Dan
what?
and Dave.
Do what?
Gonna put the teams together.
Yeah, he is under my direction though. I'll tell him.
As long as me and Avery are together, I don't care who else.
Forget Avery.
No, me and Avery. It's me and
No.
two.
Who's
Me and him
Avery?
make two.
It's his
my,
friend.
my best man, my homeboy. Grew up with him. Been knowing him all my life. Been knowing him ever since I've been black.
Okay. How long they been?
All my life.
Okay. So listen, we learned a lesson today, huh? Or at least got confirmation that money's more important than children.
Yeah.
We knew this already, right?
Just simply heartbreaking.
Is it?
Heartbreaking. It really is. I just don't. There's nothing.
Is heartbreaking the word you mean to use?
I do, because there's nothing
Where's the
in my
anger?
brain. That's part of it too. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand what is going on in your mind that you even think that that's close to being okay. Of course, it makes me angry, but it makes the sad part is how are we going to connect as humans? We don't even have close to the same values, because if Verlon actually, because he may say,
He who shall not be named.
Verlon may say that he doesn't condone it, but he does by doing nothing.
Why would our goal even be close to finding a way to connect with those people?
Right.
I didn't say so. I just said it.
But you asked the question, how are we going to connect?
Because how do we understand? I don't even know if we can understand. You know
Why-
what?
why would we want to
I
understand?
take all of that back.
You know what I say?
It just I agree, Eric. I agree. But they're amongst us. We're walking up and down the streets and driving
But
next to these motherfuckers every day.
They
and
are
they're
be-
evil.
They are because we allow them to.
We don't know who they are.
We do oftentimes, and we allow them
Yeah,
to.
they're coming to Thanksgiving, and we don't say nothing to them. We don't let them know that they're horrible, awful people.
That's not in
You
my
know,
life.
all of that stuff. Okay, but I'm just
No,
saying.
you
it's
said you
plenty
had
of-
a friend like that.
She's not my friend anymore, though.
It took your ass a long time to get rid of her.
I did it. You know this. You know this story. I did it. The election was on the 5th. She and I had that conversation Saturday after the election. I haven't spoken to her since, because I was like, "This, you didn't pick me. I picked you. You didn't pick me." And I. So
Well, that's the other thing that the Democrats have a tendency to do is to look for bipartisanship.
Yes.
and I think those days are over.
In the face of people punching them in the face.
Yeah.
I don't think it's over. Not with this group. I think they're still seeking that.
Yeah, they are.
There's no commonality with these people.
Yeah.
None at all. Especially after our boy today tells us that they value the economy and the country over children.
What the fuck? Because the kids are the ones that can. You know what you
Well-
talked about many months ago.
I don't remember.
When you, I know you don't. When we were talking about the killing of children, and you were like, there was no. Damn it, that was a good point too.
Ooh-wee. The booze is knocking on our ass.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was about
So there's no commonality. There's no way. Those people are not even redeemable. And I think redeeming comes out of some level of acknowledgement of the problem. It's like what I described earlier about a politician who may have gone wayward, and he or she spends a lot of time and effort, clearly, by our standards, trying to redeem themselves. And in that instance, I find forgiveness for them. But if you're just now coming around to this being a problem after everything else you've seen,
yeah,
you're gonna have to do a little more than, you know what, I see the light now. You got to do a little bit more for me.
I am not fucking around with anybody that cast this last vote. Because if you didn't learn from all of the years prior, from if you cast that first vote. So whether this last vote was your first vote or your second vote for him, I'm not fucking with you, because all of these people in this time frame have been inundated with enough information to know better. And they chose to do it anyway.
But in the case where you tell me, in the case where they come around, they realize that all of that I missed, I was wrong. I've been misled. And they spend whatever requisite number of years doing whatever requisite things that you say are redeemable. Do they find a way back in?
Into where? Into my heart? No.
I don't know about your heart.
I mean, but that's the way. So if however you fit
into your forgiveness.
however you, I'm gonna forgive you. I've forgiven my friend. I forgave her, but I'm not fucking with her anymore.
Okay, then I'm asking you, when you fuck with him again?
For what? We do not align.
Based on what I just described.
I can forgive you, right? It's like no takesy backsies, right? It's like when I was.
You're missing my point.
No, I'm gonna applaud you for your growth and your change, but can you be part of my inner circle again? No.
Is that forgiveness?
Yes, because I'm still protecting myself. What does forgiveness look like to you? That we get to hang out and party and do all that shit that we used to before?
Yes, that's a little bit aggressive. But,
No. I'm loving you. I'm not gonna wish you any ill will, which I wouldn't anyway. But in terms of being a part of
a person that advocates for a child molester, you won't wish ill will for them?
That's not my job. I don't want anything good to happen to that person. But I'm not going to actively pray for their demise.
I do.
Because karma is karma, and it's going to kick your ass anyway, whether I'm here to see it or not. It does not. You know what? What can I throw at you? What does me being Catholic have anything to do with that?
This whole notion of forgiveness, it seems partial. I don't even know. I don't know what forgiveness means. It sounds like it's not forgiveness.
What does forgiveness mean to you, Eric? What does it look like?
The path of forgiveness leads you back to a relationship that we had previously.
That's not what forgiveness means.
Okay, what does it mean to you then?
It means that you and I have had a opportunity to talk about it. We have come to some understanding about how we came to this point. We forgive you.
What is she talking about?
No, it's not a we thing. They did something, and it's all on you. It's all on you.
Okay, but but you're not looking at the other person's experience, right? That other person, my friend, is probably hurt that I broke up with her, right?
For some ugly she did.
Right, but we have to step out of the way we think about things.
Okay.
Because
granted, you got me.
Right?
Proceed.
Okay. So forgiveness for me means I'm not angry with you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But our relationship, because this person was like my sister. Okay, you don't get to do that with me anymore. Why? Because we fundamentally disagree on this thing.
So you can't. So your definition of forgiveness is just to forget about it.
I didn't say that.
That's what
she could call.
Sure sounds that way,
She could call me. We could have a conversation. I haven't blocked her. I don't do that.
But you can't go out and have breakfast.
But why would I?
Because you forgave her.
Because we don't have anything to talk about anymore.
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
No,
let
we
me-
don't,
let me
because
ask-
we disagree on the fundamentals of this shit.
So
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
what,
no,
what
no,
if
no.
she was involved with getting little girls for Trump?
Then I'd have to kill her in her sleep.
Okay, so you couldn't forgive her.
For that, no, that's unforgivable.
So forgiveness for you is I'll talk to you, but we can't have breakfast.
Let's talk about the offense first, because there are offenses, right? If we're talking about
So it's varying degrees
we're-
of offenses and then various degrees of forgiveness.
Eric, how would you answer that question?
What question? Which question? You want me
There
to
are varying degrees of.
I'm asking you, but I don't think there is. I think if you fucked up, you fucked up, and I ain't fucking with you.
Oh, see,
But if you do what I deem are redeemable things, then I find my way on a path for us to try to get back to where we were. We may never get back to where we
well,
were.
we're saying,
We're not, because you ain't gonna have breakfast with him no matter what. You'll
but
talk
you
to him.
threw in the child molestation stuff. I'm not fucking with you if that's what you're doing.
Then
I'm
you're
doing.
adding- then you're adding
I'm doing.
degrees.
You did it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question.
Okay. So, but then
I'm going to do what I can to
Yes.
try to get your
Yes.
ass in jail.
Yes,
is what
but-
I'm
okay,
going to
and
do.
let's say that happens, but then Eric talked about you do the things that I consider you're on the path of redemption, right? So let's say that, yep, you did these things for whatever reason you did. You helped with sex trafficking. Now, years later, after you've gone to jail, served time, you understand what you did wrong. You are now a part of an organization that rescues girls and boys that are being sex trafficked, and you help put those people away. They're a part of that. Go to jail. Did you still not mess with them because they did the other thing years ago? No, I'm just asking the question.
I'm going to answer the question.
Yeah.
I feel like listen to what I'm saying.
I am.
If you even are of the frame of mind to entertain such a thing, you and I aren't matched. To be associates, to be friends, to be whatever. Because nothing in my being and my person thinks that any of that shit is okay. Right. And so if I'm with you and you say to me in casual conversation, but diddling kids, they get over it because they're young.
You're still looking
Listen
at
to
the
what
past part. You're looking at the past part.
Listen to what I'm saying. I said to you, if your mind even conceptualizes it, we are not a match in terms of friendship. My mind never goes there. But you're not you're a bad person. Do you know what I'm saying?
But you're not answering the part about the redemption.
Right.
This is post redemption.
I don't know that if
So let me ask this. They come to you and you know what they did, and now you've heard wind of all the things that they've done to try to make up for all their past wrong, right? And now they have an organization that is a part of rescuing kids. And they say, Michelle, you have a certain set of skills that would benefit this organization to rescue kids from sex trafficking and put those who are involved in it behind bars the way I went to jail. You could do that. I would like you to join this organization to be a part of that. Help me put these criminals, because I now see the harm that I did. I don't want it. Are you going to say, no, I don't F with you no more because you did that? Or do you say, that's a noble thing to do, I'm on board? That's the question.
That's a good question. You got to consider.
See, I'm still where I was in the beginning. I think that once I discover that your mind was there, that you got punished for it,
then it's not forgiveness. I'm sorry. It's not forgiveness.
It's forgiveness in that I don't run you down in
No.
the street with my.
It's not forgiveness.
I don't fuck with you.
It's just I don't mess with you. It's not forgiveness.
And
it's okay.
Look,
not judging.
I'm not forgiving though. I don't know why you guys are stuck on that. What does forgiveness look like to you? What is forgiveness?
Forgiveness is a path back to our relationship as it was.
First of all, we can't ever go back there.
Then that's not forgiveness.
We can't go back in anything.
Then it's not
Nothing. You
forgiveness.
can never go back. That's not true.
What would Jesus do?
It's not forgiveness.
Jesus say, "I ain't fucking with you no more."
Jesus would love and accept you, and you get to go to heaven.
He's bigger than you.
Absolutely.
Right.
I'm a flawed human
what-
being.
His is forgiveness. That's forgiveness.
I'm willing to accept that you're a flawed human being and you're going to say, I ain't effing with you no more. But I don't think it's forgiveness saying, I'm not
How
effing
do you
with
determine what my forgiveness looks like, though?
Not yours, not yours, anybody's.
Anybody's.
If forgiveness is you get back to where you were because you.
I don't.
you dropped it.
Forgiveness is supposed to make things better. If you go back to where you were, you're going to have the same shit happen that happened.
That's not the scenario.
You're saying but what I'm using your language. You're saying, look, can we go back to where we were?
Not,
where we
not
were
back to
caused.
being a sex molester,
Right.
child molester.
Not going back
to
to
where
that.
we were friends.
Going back to where
I hear what
without
you're
me being
saying.
a child molester.
But you're always going to be a child molester. You see, that never goes away. So we can't go back to what was because
No.
that
And
place is gone.
And I didn't even say that they molested children. I said they were part of a sex trafficking ring. If
It's
you
all
understood him,
bad.
I understand.
I'm not fucking with you if you're fucking with children.
So then there's no forgiveness, even though they go back and try to correct their wrongs by putting.
Y'all don't
other
understand
people
what
in
I'm
jail.
saying. The
I do.
mindset is from someone who is willing to do such damage to
get that.
children is on a whole different.
So there's no
trajectory.
redemption and there's no forgiveness.
What do they say? You can't. Predators cannot be cured.
I get that.
Right?
I get that.
Either castrate
I
rapists
get that.
or keep them in.
Whole nine. I get that. So you're saying there's no redemption and there's no
I'm
forgiveness.
not saying there's no redemption. I'm a human being. Don't give a fuck about me. You want redemption? You get it from God. You don't give a fuck about me because I don't give a fuck about you.
Okay, so you don't forgive then.
Oh my God. I forgive in my heart, but that doesn't mean you need to be in
I
my
don't even know what
circle.
that means. What does that mean?
You don't, because I'm not harboring any kind of thing for you. But we don't need
though because you won't have breakfast with me.
because why? We don't have anything in
Because I
common.
need you to
No,
come and help my
because
organization.
we don't have anything in
I
common.
need you to help me with my organization.
I'm a blessed. You do your thing. I'll do I'll help kids.
And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that.
Y'all making me mad, and I have to.
I
pee.
still don't think it's forgiveness.
Too much information.
I still don't think it's forgiveness.
You know what the fuck ever, Adrian.
I think it's a woman thing though.
I mean, let's get back to where we used to be. What the fuck does that even
I didn't
mean?
say that. That ain't what I said.
You said, what did you say?
I said you're on a path to getting back to where you may not
Why?
get there.
Why? It's the
Because
path
that's
that
what
you were
forgiveness
on.
is. Because that's what forgiveness is.
Not what forgiveness is.
It is what forgiveness is. Go in there and drop a
Domestic violence, and I do not forgive you for that. She struck me.
line. Oh, see there? See there? See how she do? Yo, man. So let me ask you this, man. You run across your boy Verlon, and he invites you to come on his show. Do you?
Do I go on his show?
Right. See, I don't like the fact that you're even thinking about it.
I would have to listen to it and see just how much of a circus it is.
Damn, you know what kind of circus it is, man. Come on, man. You would consider going on a show like that?
Like I said, I haven't heard it, so I would have to listen to it to see if there's there's any possibility of having an
Come on,
intelligent conversation.
Come on, man. Really?
Yes, because that's who I am. I have to first see if there's any possibility of having an intelligent conversation. And if I have evidence that there's a possibility, I will explore it. If I see that in my mind that's a lost cause, I'm just like, what am I coming on your show for? Can you in the face of any evidence that's contrary to what you believe, change your mind about what you believe on X, Y, and Z? And if it's a no, what are we talking about?
I get asked all the time, and I decline out of hand.
Yeah.
I have no desire.
I don't have a desire to go. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get licks and licks. I'm not trying to get likes and clicks and be some influencer or none of that. I ain't trying to go on nobody's show. And I believe there will be a waste of time. But I mean, if I was asked to come on the show, I would have to, like if somebody that believed in the healing powers of crystals and all this other stuff, can you come on my show? Or we talk about the healing properties of crystals and all this other metaphysical stuff that has no,
So the next time somebody
scientific-
asks me to come on one of the little right-wing propaganda shows, I'll send them to you then.
You ain't got to send them to me.
And you can do your little evaluation and decide if you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send them to you. I'll say, no, I don't do that kind of stuff, but drunk ass Adrian's available. Okay. Good luck, man. I'll be somewhere helping somebody. Wasting my time with that stuff. Let me ask you, how much wealth is enough? Did you decide?
Well, how much wealth is enough? I think that is a personal decision based on someone's background. I think it's a personal decision.
No, I mean, let me ask a different way then. Is there a case where you can have too much money?
Yes.
What's that number?
I don't know if it's a number, but I'll tell you this.
Come on, math, man.
No.
Entire village.
No. Here it is. When my yacht has a yacht, I have too much money.
Give me a number.
I don't know what it costs to buy a yacht that has a yacht.
I would say if you have more than $3 billion, that's too much.
Okay, tell me how you came up with that number.
That's just a random number. I feel like if you can buy whatever you want to buy in triplicate, no matter how big or how small it is, you can rent out Venice for a weekend. I just think it's just too much.
So prior to Reagan, the top marginal tax rate was in the 90s. I think it was 94. It was above 90.
The corporate, right?
The person, right? And then, of course, we live in what do they call it? When it's different tiered income tax rates. First 10,000 is taxed at this rate and on up the line.
Mm-hmm.
So this was above, I think it was above $3 million. If you earned more than $3 million, anything above $3 million was taxed at 94%.
I like that.
Yes, you got to keep 6% of anything you earned over $3 million, income-wise. It didn't count on dividends. It didn't count on long-term gains, long-term capital gains.
Mm.
Right? I think short-term capital gains too. I got to read it. So in the 80s, the numbers started at $3 million in income. Wealth is different than income.
Right.
How much money you have,
Right.
how much money you make.
That's why those people aren't getting taxed. It's not earned in capital gains.
Right. Yeah, it's partially capital gains. So if back then the number was 3 million, you can impute, Mr. Math Man, a wealth number from 3 million. Right. So we know that an investor can comfortably burn any wealth, any cash wealth, at 5% per year, and never ever run out of money. Never run out of that principle. So how do you get to 3 million? How much wealth do you have if you're generating $3 million a year at 5%? Go math, man.
No. I've had too much to drink.
Let's figure it out.
You need a
I'm
calculator?
curious.
Yeah. The calculator?
So
You got a calculator?
5% of 5% of 3 million?
No. 3 million is a result of 5% of your wealth.
Oh, 3 million is a 5%.
So what would your wealth be for $3 million?
To generate
to
$3
be
million.
your- Yeah.
Someone else.
5%.
For 3 million is the result.
Come on, man. You got a calculator. How come you can't do this, man? No, that's 750,000. Come on, man. You got a calculator on your phone.
I know.
Okay, so it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45 million. Let me do the math.
That's your
If you got
that's
40,
what you have. Then that's when you have to start paying 65.
yeah, if you got 45 million, you generate 2.2 million dollars. So it's north of 45, maybe 50, right? So in 1980, if you had 50 million dollars, they considered that you're beginning to you reach the point where you don't need that much money anymore. We're going to take 90-something% of it income from it. So if you inflate, let's just say 50 million for round numbers' sake, over the course of since 80, 50 years, 45 years, that arguably should be the wealth number. You too drunk to follow my thinking?
Listen, I'm not. I don't like. I mean, your money is your money is your money is your money, but I do believe that it can be too much in the sense that you are running shit that you shouldn't be running, right? Like getting involved in countries' politics, getting involved in things that masses of people
I
are
think
supposed to.
That's where you get in trouble by trying to deter behavior. I'm talking about taxing people at a way that reinvests in society so that everybody comes up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a byproduct. Protects us from that too.
Yes,
But the
because if you
argument
don't
is-
do that,
But if we use that as a basis for saying you have too much, you can't really win that argument.
then how do you position the argument so that people who are making those billions of dollars are like, okay, I'm not going to fight this, because that's where we are now, right?
Yeah.
They're making
So
all the
what they do
rules.
is they push a bunch of their income into capital gains.
Yes. But they are in bed with all of the politicians
And they're-
throughout the world helping make these.
But-
they're
but-
in rooms making these
There'll be
decisions.
the
that
argument
affect
of who
all
gets
of
to decide what's too much and what the number is. There'll be that argument. What's that?
I wouldn't even use the term too much. I would say what's enough.
Yeah. Okay. So that question will come up too. Who decides what's enough?
Well,
And why
back
they-
then,
and
the
why they
country
come up with
decided
that
that this is enough. And if you didn't like that, then you could move someplace else.
Okay.
But we expect people who have this level of wealth to pay taxes so that we have the resources, so that that people don't have to be on Medicaid. We can
Yes.
eliminate Medicaid.
Yes.
Right. The Social Security wage base, for instance, if you make over, I think it's $120,000 a year, you stop paying Social Security taxes. Any number you earn above that. So if they just took the cap off, you solve the Social Security problem. But wealthy people push back on that. We don't want to pay Social Security taxes on all of our money.
Right. They push back on it. And so, I mean, the only way to fix it is
say fuck them and take their tax money like they did before 1980 when Reagan changed everything.
Yeah, but the people that's going to take their money are the people that are taking their money so that they don't take their money.
That was a drunk ass statement.
The people that would take their money are politicians that take their money so that politicians don't pass laws to take their
This
money.
is why Democrats need a plan, so that if you tell the rich that you're going to tax them, and this is what it's going to do for us, it's going to help us eliminate Medicaid.
Poor people, you'll have a better educated workforce.
Better educated workforce. Everybody will have a chance to go to college because we'll raise the Pell Grant limit
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the money we took from you for tax.
You won't have to worry about H-1B visas to bring people from India and China and Vietnam to fill jobs.
That's a plan.
Because we're going to have homegrown geniuses right here.
If you want computer chips built in this country, we're going to tax you, use that wealth to build computer chips here and create
Yeah.
jobs for people
Yeah.
so that they don't need Medicaid.
Agreed. Yes.
That's a plan. The damn Democrats want to have a fucking commission.
Yes. They never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity.
Perennial losers.
I love that. I never miss an opportunity. Miss an opportunity.
What it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know, it's unfortunate that it's picking being stabbed over getting shot, but you got to make a choice.
I'm just worried about.
Are you worried about something? You going to get snotty right now?
No, I'm not going to get snotty. I'm worried about how do we all. Never mind. I was thinking about who was the first gentleman that called today. and then Verlon.
Is it Ron?
They were there. Was it Ron? Yeah.
Yeah, that's his buddy.
They're cut from the same.
That's his
cloth.
buddy. Yeah, he called in one day, and then Verlon called him behind him, talking about, "That's my buddy Ron." Of course he is,
Ron's much older though. It sounds like.
and ain't much brighter.
But my question is,
Push them to the edge of the herd.
what do we do with them?
Push them to the edge of the herd.
Nothing.
Push
Don't
them
do
to the herd.
nothing with 'em.
Let them have them. Those people historically are treacherous, murderous, genocidal maniacs. They will kill them for us. Let them.
Tell the story again
What story?
about the pack.
Oh, the wildebeest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, put the weaklings out on the outside,
So that
and
they
then do this
understand.
number here.
I think you should say it at least once a month. I love this. Go ahead.
So get that.
You say it.
No, come on.
I don't know how to do it prompted like that. Prompt me to tell the story.
Somebody, a comedian, did it on stage.
No, because
He
Eric
talked
tells
about
it really
wildebeest.
well.
He talked about wildebeest, and it's just like
Wildebeest travel in herds. They travel across the African plain. Wildebeest are very smart beasts. They understand that lions travel with them. They view them as food. So the wildebeest,
lions
speak
view
up
the
louder, a
wildebeest
little
as
louder.
food.
lions
Yes.
view the wildebeest as food. So the wildebeest are smart enough when they travel in a herd to push all the stupid and the weak to the edge of the herd.
Right.
And feed them to the lions. That's what we do with these people.
So that's what we do to Verlon.
Push them to the edge of the herd. Good luck to you, partner.
You
I
know
only
what?
wish you luck.
These cats always been around.
Mm-hmm.
They always been around. When
What herd are they really a part of?
you want to know what herd
Right?
they're
So
part
if
of?
They're in a herd.
You want to know what
Would
part
they
of it?
really be in our herd?
Yeah, actually, because he wouldn't have his dumb ass here if he wasn't part of the herd. He wouldn't even tune in.
Okay. Okay. That was good. Yeah.
So he's a part of that. He's a part. He's the member of the herd that tells the slave owner that the enslaved are planning an uprising. Right, they're going to murder them in the middle of the night so that their children don't have to be sold off into slavery for another 20, 30, 40 years.
Harriet Tubman would have shot them in the head.
Would have shot them in the head. That's what those two are. They're the ones that tell the master that the enslaved are getting ready
They're telling the slave
to fight for
"I
their
seen them
freedom.
over there."
Yep, they planning. They's planning, boss. You saw Django Unchained.
That meme is going to last forever.
They's here for that gal.
Jackson
I should
hugging
be
on.
playing chit for you.
They's here for that. They's here for that gal. That's them two. That's
Let
them
me tell
two.
you something. With all of everything, Verlon and Ron's declarations,
We don't have to keep naming
there's
them.
yeah, we do.
No.
There's an undercurrent, something that's missing.
Yeah, a level of intelligence. Critical thinking.
That's the ice machine. So you haven't seen any of the chit skits?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Success.
I'm gonna play one for you. Okay. Let me stop the music. Put your headphones on so you can hear this. Okay.
Do I need to get on YouTube?
It's not gonna come on
No.
YouTube though, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube.
Because you're not gonna. Because you might get flagged.
Okay. I get flagged anyway. Come on.
Shit, what was that?
Is there a black person here?
Yeah.
What did you just say?
I said, is there a black person here?
Do you have a question?
Yeah. Is there a black person here?
Chit, why are you asking that?
And Janice said there was one in here. Came to check.
There's a white person here too.
I don't need one of those. Mm-mm.
Chit, please stop what you're doing.
What's the
Is
big
this
deal? I'm
serious?
just trying to find the black person here.
Well, you found her. Okay, you got her today. Okay, let me see. Let me set my sparkling down.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
Chit, are you saying is there a black purse in here?
Yeah. Good thing. I like your haircut, Linda.
Thank you, Chit.
You did that. You did. Yeah. Success.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Have a great week.
That's funny.